What is going on, guys? What's going on? Matt Smith here. Get ready for some Broncos playoff football. Get in the chat. See everybody in the chat already. DMac will join here shortly. He is down at number 38. They were doing their altitude morning show, and now we're getting ready for Broncos and Bills. And we've got a ton of people supposed to hop on today. We'll see who does and who doesn't, but I'm thrilled to be here with you. Fired up for this one. I think the Broncos got a chance in this one, guys. I really do. I'm curious to see what the line closed at, what it is here, because I saw last night it had jumped up to 9.5. We'll see. Pull up the old book here. How's everybody doing? What's everybody doing? Check in. Drop yourself in the chat. Where are you watching from? Let's see. Broncos and Bills today closes, wow, down to 7.5. So late money in on the Broncos. Fascinating there. Bets still heavy Bills, but late money in on the Broncos to move the line down 7.5. Okay. Over under at 49.5. I mean, it's a cold game, but not really inclement weather there in Buffalo. I'm fired up for this one. Let's see. Let's check it with a chat for the game here. Think the Broncos will win. What's up? Man, let's hope so. I saw there was a ton of money line plays actually on Denver today. Sharon checking in frigid South Dakota. Is it frigid up there? I bet it is right now. I bet it is right now. Let's see. Let's go Broncos. Just got to believe. Hey, this could be a chat full of believers today. Okay. Look, I mean, the Broncos have played well here of late. You know, they have certainly started to figure some things out. It looks smoother. Obviously, the 38-0 win over the Chiefs last week was a big deal, but they didn't play anybody. So let's just see. What I hope they took from that is some confidence that, hey, you're playing with house money today. You've got nothing to lose. Just roll the dice and and be aggressive. I think the Broncos starting fast is really important. Really important here. Yeah, Broncos hungry and playing with house money. What did Sean say? Young and hungry. Young and hungry, baby. That's the theme. Isn't that the theme? Fiction checking in the chat. What's going on, Fiction? All right, here we go. Predictions. What do we think, folks? Drop them in the chat. Love how I came here from the fan. Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks, man. All right. Broncos get the ball to start first. Really good opportunity to set the tone here. What do we think about these orange bottoms, though? Did they get it right? I don't know about the orange bottoms and the white tops and the blue helmet. Man, all right, whatever. Hey, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. Let's see here. Jonathan checking in. 24-20 Broncos. Hey, I'd like that. If the defense can show up today, that's the most important, right? Defense travels. Let's hope they do today. All right, touchback. That's where I'm at, by the way. A little time check. Mims just kneeled it in the end zone for everybody who's wondering where I'm at here. What are we thinking here? Broncos 24, Bills 17. Okay. Where's Darren? They are, if you missed it, he's down at number 38, the bar. They did their pregame show. He's going to be popping on and off. All right, let's go, Bo. Let's go, Bo. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what Sean drew up in the opening drive. Moving the pocket, probably getting Bo on the run, I'd think. And how about Estime, huh? Estime, not playing today. Beatty in the lineup, active. Adkins in motion, handoff right up the middle. And that's another part of this. Got to get the running game going today to take a little pressure off of Bo Nix. Javonte, nice little 5-yard carry to open things up there. You'll take that. And Jim and Tony on the call. Jim! I wish they would have let Romo just go back to predicting all the plays instead of shaming him into being like, we don't want to know what's coming next. He was way better that way. Estime isn't playing. No, he's not hurt, but Beatty is active. And if you'll remember, Beatty, when he got hurt at the beginning of the year, was arguably their best running back. 2nd and 5. It's going to be a carry. McLaughlin going right. Nothing doing in the backfield. Little TFL there for Buffalo. Okay. Yeah. I mean, look, we saw that against Kansas City. Sean's trying to get McLaughlin to the edge. McGlinchey, I don't know what he was thinking. Absolutely blew his assignment there. Jesus, Mike. Holy fuck, that was bad. Oh, man. So, yeah, Estime's not playing. Team decision. That's why. That's why. All right, 3rd and 8 here. Big 3rd down. Don't want to go 3 and out in the opening drive on the road in the playoffs. It's loud. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He's not, maybe timeout. 1 second, delay a game. Oh, he's just barely got it off. Let's see it, Bo. Over the middle. Oh, huge completion. Atta boy, Cortland. Now that settles everything down, right? Now you can exhale. You got your first down. Take the crowd kind of off the fever pitch that they were. Nice route combo. Hit him on the dig there. 1st and 10, just over midfield. I like this. Trips left. I like it. And they cleared out the right side. Nice carry for Javonte again on 1st down. Hey, look, if you can put yourself in 2nd and short and 3rd and short all day, you're going to happily take that, right? That's the key. I mean, you don't want Bo to have to sit back there and have to make 12 throws to win this game. You'd like to have him make like 6 or 7 big throws in a game like this. All right, 2nd and 4, shotgun again. Bo, oh, he's taking a shot. Oh, he's got him all alone. Franklin, let's go. Set a tone. The kid's from Oregon, huh? I mean, Franklin burned everybody. Let's fucking go. What a tone setter that is. 43-yard Bombski. That was huge. Can't throw deep, right, guys? Can't throw deep, right? He just absolutely burns both of them, runs right by him, and caught it. Didn't drop it. Fuck. That's a huge play. What did I say? You got to be aggressive. That's massive, massive, massive. Check in. What a start for Denver, huh? And this is what I said. Heading into this game. Oh, and he got rocked. Bo takes his shot and unleashes the cannon. There you go, Troy Franklin. And see, that's the thing. That's so huge. There he, and I see him popping on behind the scenes. Guess who's checking in here? What a massive start. And that's the thing about that connection. We haven't seen it a ton, and Franklin's had opportunities, but just dropped them. That's the aggressive way you had to start and come out to this game. You've got to set a tone. You've got nothing to lose. Play like it. Go balls to the wall. I absolutely love to see it. They played hard and showed up. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have any doubt that they were going to play hard or show up. That's kind of who this team's identity, that's kind of what this team's identity has become. They play hard, and look, they're not ducking the smoke. What a way to start on a connection that hasn't worked all year. D, get in here. Can you hear me, D? You behind the scenes? I don't know if you can hear me. I know he's at number 38. Let's see. Holy crap, they finally hit that on a deep shot to Franklin. And that's the other part of this, right? Like, you've got all these unprovens at the beginning of the year, and Franklin struggled the most out of anybody. And late in the season, you've seen them get Mims the ball more in ways that make sense and in advantageous ways. And with Franklin there, you just needed a guy to be able to run by everybody. That's why they drafted this guy, part of his speed and that connection with Bo. Mims first TD. Who would have thought Franklin? What were the odds on a first TD from Franklin plus $1 million? I mean, seriously, that's huge. Holy crap. They finally hit that deep. What a dime by Bo. Yeah, Daniel, that was a freaking strike. He has been extremely accurate with those deep balls here. Are you on, D? Can you hear me? Could you hear me this whole time? We can't hear you. Oh, wait. You got to unmute. You chose to mute yourself?
All right, that should be working here.
Okay.
I'm live at number 38, and the crowd just exploded. In joy and celebration. Now, I got to tell you, I do have some unfortunate internet issues, Matt.
Okay.
So, I can't hear or see you right now.
Okay.
Which sucks. This is the way the internet goes. So here's what we're going to do. Matt is more than capable of doing this. We love Matt. And Matt, I know you're so great to step in on this. I'm at number 38, and it's just the way it goes sometimes with the internet and the streaming and all that. So I'm going to turn it over to Matt. Matt, for you to host everything here. I'll try to shoot some videos and all sorts of other stuff from the crowd. We're off to a great start, but for the watch along, it's going to be Matt and hopefully Oren and Chad and Rachel to chime in. I'll try to come back a little bit later, but right now we're absolutely getting crushed by the internet. But I don't want to take away from fun stuff. The Bills have the ball again. So, Matt, I'm going to actually say goodbye here and leave it in your more than capable hands to do this watch along. I love you, pal. You're the absolute best. I'll try to sign in a little bit later. I love everybody in the comments, and let's keep it rolling.
All right, let's get him out of here. I can't hear you or see you, but hey, he crushed it. What a freaking pro, huh? All right, first down here. Okay, you don't love that in a completion. I mean, Moss and Locke are right there. They are right there. Okay, now let's see what this defense has with Vance Joseph's defense, right? he said bye Felicia, deuces. I mean, hey, he can't hear us or see us. I mean let him go enjoy himself at the bar. I should be at 38. Fishin says, now that's where Altitude was doing their pregame, man. I wanted to be here with my people who are also watching the game. I mean, it's early on a Sunday morning. All right, there's a handoff the right side to Cook, and he's got the edge. Another first down. Okay, back-to-back first downs. Don't love that, right? Like, don't love that start. But this is Buffalo's offense, and that's why scoring first was so important, because you're going to need points to win this game. I mean, Vegas is telling you that they think the winner of this game scores in the 30s, right? That's what Vegas is essentially telling you here. We'll see. Let's shock the world, says Adam. Go Broncos. Go Broncos, Adam. All right, 1st and 10, back-to-back first downs. Let's see if the Broncos can put their heels in the ground here a little bit. Handoff again, Cook. Oh, line got blasted. Jeez, you cannot get shoved off the ball 6-7 yards. All right. Hey, it's the playoffs. This ain't going to be easy. And this is something what I was talking about last night during our Avs watch along with DMac is here's the thing about Nick Bonito. When the Broncos beat Bonito, when the Broncos beat the Chiefs and the Bills last year in back-to-back weeks, they used Bonito a lot as a spy. And obviously with Josh Allen, you're going to have to make sure that you're accounting for the quarterback in the running game. So it's probably going to diminish some of what the Broncos can do rushing the quarterback today, but it's kind of out of necessity. This is this Bills offense, another first down to Shakir. They are inside the red zone now. And see, this is what they're going to do. Just chip away. It's kind of similar to what Denver wants to do, and then just and go over the top with big shots, because it's not like Buffalo's got dynamic players. You know what I mean? On the outside, it's not like their skill talent is all that impressive. Fishing. I live way up in Boulder, dog. I ain't going down to 38 today. I wanted to be here with you. And thank God I was, because otherwise we wouldn't be doing the watch along. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Bills. Shotgun again. Allen looks right. He's got Kincaid. Yep, they're just picking it up. 5 yards a clip. Chip. Broncos offense is going to have to be good today, guys, if this is the effort the Broncos defense is going to put forth. Hopefully, though, you kind of weather this opening script, right? And eventually start to settle down and make a few adjustments when you see what Buffalo has planned for you today. 2nd and 5. Now look, you see what they did there? They put 2 extra guys up on the line, then backed them off when they saw they went under center. Cook again, 2nd and 3. All right, so you got them into a 3rd down. Can you hold them to 3? Field goals are wins today, people. I mean, that is the key, right? You got to find a way to hold them out of the end zone. Because this Broncos offense should be able to score against Buffalo's defense. I mean, if they come out like they did on that first drive, 3rd and 2, huge play. You got to go to the running game. Is this a Josh Allen run? Is this Josh Allen's first run of the day? No, it was read option handoff though. Did they stuff him? God, it's going to be right there. It's close. Where's the spot? He's running in short. They're running in short, but if you're Buffalo, you sneak this. I mean, you don't fuck around here if you're Buffalo. Not even a little bit. This is a sneak all day long. Yeah, they're getting right up to the line. What a massive stop. I don't know how you stop this, though. It's Josh Allen. No chance. How do you stop that shit? I'm just saying, it's Josh Allen. The VJ struggle bus is real. I don't know. They didn't look great. They haven't looked great on this first drive. That's for sure. Expected a little bit more out of the defense to start, Cole. I mean, yes and no. It is Buffalo on the road. I mean, let's put that out there. It is Buffalo. They know what they're doing in the playoffs, guys. And red zone D is crucial, says Adam, and that is absolutely correct. Lock brings them down. All right, 2nd and 7 now. Again, you just got to find a way. Although you figure Buffalo is going to be in 4-down territory here pretty much no matter what, right? Unless I guess they get stopped 4th and 5+, then maybe you just get points on the board. But right now, I'm in 4-down territory here for Buffalo with the way the Broncos defense looked on this opening drive. Cover 2, shotgun. Kind of hate how all these teams get in the shotgun. Is this Josh Allen's first run of the game? 2nd and 7. He's get him. Oh, you got it. And see, that's the thing is you're not going to have many chances to get Josh Allen on the ground today. You're not. You're going to have to find a way to get to the quarterback. And when you do, you've got to find a way to wrap him up. But see, the pocket like collapses, but they never had a clean shot on him. And honest to God, they got lucky that Knox didn't catch that because he was wide ass open. Jonathan, what do you think here? Think it's for sure 4-down territory? I do too. It's got to be, right? 3rd and 7, they go empty set again. 3 right, 2 left. Allen back in the end zone. Okay, 3rd and 7. Now what are we in, Jonathan? We still in 4-down, guys? No, they're not. See, this is what I thought. Any 4th and 5+, you stop. That's a win for the Broncos defense. Bad throw, incomplete. Yeah, I mean, he is just way too high for Cooper there. You got to at least give him a shot, right? Hey, and that's what Romo's saying on the broadcast right now is, hey, the more times you can hold him to 3, those are your actual wins right there. Hey, you'll take that. That is a pretty good start for this Denver team, guys. That is a pretty good start for this Denver team. Yeah. Bass there. Romo Dance just said Bass is now 12 for 13 at home this season. Yeah. Fishing. Let's see what you say. What do we think about the first 2 drives there, chat? See what I mean? That's how you finish in the red zone. Yes, you got to get off the field, right? That's crucial. You got to find a way off the field. Let's see. Cole, we held to a field goal, major win the way they went down the field. Agreed. Major win. I mean, they were going through you. What was it? The first 2 plays were first downs. The next one was like 5 yards. It was a 5-yard chunk. And then you got him off the field. But see, why did Buffalo go away from running the ball in that drive? They were gashing the Broncos, and then they just had Josh Allen start throwing it, and they stopped. They got stopped. See, that's kind of like the trap you fall into with these elite quarterbacks. You're like, well, I got a fucking Ferrari. I want to get this thing out there and see what it can do. But at the same time, sometimes you just got to go to the grocery store, and it doesn't make any sense to drive your Ferrari down the grocery store, right? I mean, what's wrong? What's wrong with the old Subaru? It'll get the job done. Isn't that the running game? The running game just all reliable? Maybe not a Subaru, bad call. Maybe it's more like a Toyota. Maybe that's what. First team to 30 wins. Yeah. See, that's what I was saying at the beginning is I think you're going to need 30 to win this game, and that's probably a pretty good way to put it. First team to 30. Field goals to win. Come back with another touchdown now on offense. Let's go control the clock. Yeah, see, here's where I'm going to go, and I get your point here, Amin. Or a mile. I think that's it. A mile. Forgive me. I get your point here, but I don't think beggars can be choosers. And for the Broncos, I don't think you want to gear down today. Like, unless you're up multiple scores, 3-4 touchdowns, I don't think this is a situation where you actually want to gear down today. If it's me, I'm kind of staying on the gas here, and I'm taking shots, and I'm staying aggressive because field goals aren't going to win in Buffalo. You have to get into the end zone. So I'm not really about controlling the clock, but I am about being deliberate. Like, not right now, control the clock. I just think the Broncos are not in that position where that's something they need to be worrying about. I think you just need to worry about executing. I think that is the most important part. And look, I mean, as you know, Butterscotch Allen says here, hope Denver keeps the running game today. It would be great. But look, all I really care about is moving the ball down the field. So if you're finding rhythm in the passing game, hit them with both. But I think we all understand, as he brings up, that they're better when they run the football, and this offense is better when they're able to get make some momentum here on the ground. Just water today, folks. All right. Maybe some of you are out there starting early today, but that ain't my speed. Hey man, why you gotta do Tony Romo like that? Why you gotta do Tony Romo like that? Did they cake on the foundation today? Adam, is that what happened? He's looks like the foundation is caked. Jay Feely, what's up, Jay? Still talking shit about Coach Prime? All right, let's see. Tomlin is overrated. Hey, fish him. He just got Russ to the playoffs. That is more than I think any of us expected. Well, maybe it'd have been that defense, but were any of us surprised at that performance last night? All right, 1st and 10, Bo. Here we go. Got to keep it rolling. Franklin in motion out of the pistol. Play action. Just a little completion to Troutman. Play kind of blown up. Okay, 2nd and 8. Get yourself into 3rd and short. That's kind of where I'm at. It's going to take offense, defense, and special teams. Yeah. This is a 3-phaser. Excuse me. This is a 3-phaser. For sure. You got to be really sound. You cannot beat yourself on the road in the playoffs. I'm drinking with Coach. Attaboy. Come on. I'm good. I hope y'all are drinking. I don't have that dog in me anymore. 2nd and 8, handoff up the middle. Williams, okay. You're into 3rd and short. You're fine. You'll take that. Oh, who's hurt here? Who's hurt here? Okay. And we love Vaughn, our buddy Vaughn, but I don't know. This is a big Von Miller game today. Bo's pretty damn good at staying upright. I mean, ooh, Javonte just helmet to helmet there. God, you got to be a different breed to play in the NFL and put your body on the line like that. You hate to see that. You absolutely hate to see that. 3rd and 6, though, on the other side of that break. Back to the chat here. Can't not stay aggressive. Isn't that, Jeff, isn't that a double negative? Did I say that? That sounds like something I might have said while I wasn't thinking about it. Can't not stay aggressive. No, you have to stay aggressive. Can't not. That's a double negative, Jeff. Don't be like Tomlin and not go 4-1. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I know. Look, I mean, the Steelers were never going to win that game anyway. As Jonathan brings up, Baltimore's a machine. Okay. Right now they are, but does anybody trust the Ravens? Do you guys have the Ravens in the Super Bowl? I don't have the Ravens in the Super Bowl. Lamar's always good for a stinker in the playoffs. That's kind of the part about Lamar. Spine injury. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it looked like. That did not look good. Just, especially with the money getting thrown around in these other sports, parents put a basketball or a baseball bat in your kids' hands at this point. I mean, the NFL, man, it's a dog eat dog world. You know what I mean? Let's see. Where's DMac? Yeah, DMac just popped on. If you didn't hear from number 38, they were down there for the Altitude pregame show. Apparently the internet isn't working because of all the people that are there, so they couldn't hear or see us. So instead of just having him scream uncontrollably without anyone to tell him that we can hear him, we just said, if something works out or maybe a little bit later, he'll pop back on. But Oren said that maybe he'd come on during the show. We're going to talk to Rachel at some point, and Chad Brown probably hop on at some point as well. Let's see. Agreed. That's why I need you guys in the chat. This would be us, you, me in a chat. Okay. Pretty much. Let's see. Agreed. Take your shots, be aggressive, but try to keep the ball away from Allen as much as possible. Yeah. Again, I'm with you. It's just, I don't think the Broncos offense is in a position where they really need to be worrying about anything other than putting points on the board right now. Let's just be real here. I mean, at the same time, you don't want to be dumb about it, but the Broncos aren't in a position. There you go. What a shot of the new stadium in the background with the old stadium, current one. I cannot believe they did not put a roof. Good to see that guy's up and walking under his own power again. Taron Johnson. All right, here we go. 3rd and 6. This is what's important here. Yeah, the new stadium's right there, isn't it? I mean, it's right there. And didn't put a retractable roof on it at all. Like, how much missed revenue are they gonna miss out on because they're not gonna have Taylor Swift coming, because she's not going to Buffalo, New York in November. 3rd and 6. What did Sean come up with out of the timeout? Motion in Lil Jordan. Could it be a little swing route here? Lil Jordan in a blocking roll. Let's see. They're all up on the line. They're gonna bring. Nope. They dropped out. Three-man pressure. Bo rolls right. Get rid of it, Bo. Bad decision. Bad decision, Bo. Whatever. You're fine. You punt. You don't love that though. What was that play call out of the timeout? I don't even know what the hell they were looking for. Let's see what Romo says. Oh, God, he had Kroll, but no, the safety was over top. Nobody there. Nobody there, really. I mean, if I'm Bo, just get rid of that thing. I do think quarterbacks are more aware of completion percentage these days, guys. I think that's why you see a lot of these guys not throw it away as much as they used to, which is kind of lame, in my opinion. There's a lot more self-sacking. Oh, Shakir shakes someone loose. Smith. All right, so now you just can't get gashed like you did on the first drive against Buffalo, right? God, a fucking million commercials here in the playoffs. Jesus. Not going to score every drive, but that was ugly. Yeah, not great. Not great. The injuries certainly kind of killed the momentum. Well covered, good punt. Agreed. Not too bad. Yeah, Superfly, I'm with you. Gonna be a close game. That was what it was gonna be anyway, right? The spread got bet down to 7.5 to start this thing, which was a bit of a surprise to me, honestly, because I would have thought late money would have come in on Buffalo, but all right. I got the Broncos today in a teaser. I think I took them at I had like a whole wild card weekend teaser. I think I took them at I think it's 17.5. Just in case, we'll see. I'm nervous we're playing with house money. Don't be nervous. That's like an oxymoron. You can't be nervous you're playing with house money. 1st and 10. Completion, another 5 yards. Barton wrapped up. Kincaid there. Kincaid's a hell of a player. I watched him several different times in person in college because he played at Utah. Man, the guy can play, man. I'm surprised he hasn't been a little bit more involved on a consistent basis because he's a really good player. But I think that kind of goes back to Buffalo's offense. Let's see. Skunk Life, what's going on? Run stoppage ain't great. Get us some play action and shit as game goes on. Yeah, well, Buffalo's gone away from the run. So let's see if they go back to it here. They've been using Cook and this rookie, Ray Davis, that they got. Oh, now that's Ty Johnson. Yeah, run stoppage ain't great. Yeah, they look like this is a great one. Still hate these fucking unis. Agreed. This is not their best combo. They look like Boise State a little bit. The orange pants are too much. The orange pants are brutal. With the white tops, I'm with you guys. I'd rather see the blue pants. If you're gonna go blue helmet, give me blue pants. I happen to agree. We need to figure out the issue with the run. Yeah, they do. They definitely do. All right, 1st and 10 here from Buffalo from the 36. Jesus, look at him push the pile. I mean, for fuck's sakes, tackle him. Oh. All right. This is why you just have to stay aggressive here because you're going to need every last point you can get. As long as you bend, don't break. Robert Livingston up at CU talks about, hey, we're fine giving up yards as long as we don't give up points, right? At the end of the day, it's the number on the scoreboard. So that's kind of what happened on the last drive. You just know it's Josh Allen. You're not going to be able to hold this guy to the fucking end zone all day. Yeah. What was that? What the fuck? I know. I'm with you guys. All right, there you go. Hey, there's a penalty. Give me a little laundry today. Let a couple of penalties kill a Buffalo drive and put them behind the sticks and make them throw the ball. The Broncos have been doing well with that today, by and large. No foul. Okay, so why'd you throw the flag? I'm listening I got Romo in my ear. I got the broadcast in my ear. And I'm trying to hear what he's got to say. Let's see. Ridiculous. Hey, we're good, guys. But at the same time, I mean, let's be cognizant of the opportunity at hand here, and you got to take advantage of them early in the game to make sure that this team's instilled some confidence. What you don't want to do is let Buffalo start getting all over you. Okay. DMac is at number 38, and their internet is not working. So we're working on it right now. He said he'll pop on a little bit later, maybe. So we'll see. But I'm glad to be here with you and hanging out. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and on YouTube at Real Matt Smith. They're both the same. And and subscribe, okay? And like and subscribe. We're sitting here for 4 hours. Hit the like button. It helps out. I appreciate it. All right, 2nd and 12 here. You got him behind the sticks. Let's see. Allen has not run at all today. You know it's coming. 12. God, Denver cannot get off a block. There you go, Cooper. But see, they're just fuck. Malcolm Roach just missed him. See, and that's what they're doing. The Broncos are trying not to get up downhill too hard on the edges because they know if they do that and they open up the rushing lanes, they're going to get fucking killed. I think this is a good strategy by and large, but their interior guys are going to have to create some pressure. And on that play, it's Roach that just gets bottled up until he has to kind of like dive and swipe at Allen, although that's a bad move. He should have just kept running at him. But you're in 3rd down now. 3rd and 3. You're going to be in a lot of 3rd and shorts against Buffalo, guys. But when Allen starts running, zone read, there's Allen. Yeah. It's a tough offense to slow down. This is a tough offense to slow down, okay? Where is Zach Allen? Well, he's getting locked up by Buffalo's interior line. In fact, somebody just made a comment about the line. Was that you, Fishing? Yeah, it was. Buffalo's the best O-line in football. They need the run to beat Denver, though. And what has Allen shown so far? Well, they're moving the football. Let's not get too over our skis here. So they're saying Tracy Wolfson is that Teron Johnson, who got hurt, that neck injury, cleared concussion protocol. So we never want to see anybody hurt. Play action on 1st and 10, just dirts it because that play died. There you go, DeAndre Tillman. How about the USFL story that is DeAndre Tillman? That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Zach Allen is double teamed. Yeah, I know. You have to go low on Allen. Yeah. 2nd and 10. All right. What are we looking for here? I mean, you got to I just don't think there's too many situations where you dial up a whole bunch of pressure on Josh Allen because that's what gets you beat. Let's see. What is fans seem worried? Buffalo fans? I mean, I don't know about that. It's early. 2nd and 10. Another one of those 5-yard completions. Good wrap up there, though, by Jaquan McMillan on Keon Coleman. Yeah, and they're talking about how selfless the Broncos defense is on the broadcast right now. It's a good point, right? I mean, you got a bunch of no-name guys that are all working as a unit, and that's kind of the sum of their parts is better than the parts themselves. You have to go low on Josh Allen. Yeah, well, you got to find a way to get him to the ground. That's all you got to do. 3rd and 5. Over the middle, fucking right at the sticks. God damn it. Why was everybody playing so far back? Why is everybody playing so far off in a zone there? Yeah, they just drop deep. You know what? Tony makes a really good point. When you drop back there, it's harder to know where the 1st down yard marker is, and they kind of just Sternad and Barton just kind of drop back deep. All right, end of the 1st quarter. Good 1st quarter. Defense really bent and didn't realize Zach Allen's a 5-year vet. Okay, guys. You got to find a way to get him stopped here in the 2nd quarter, though. I mean, you got to find a way to get your offense going again, because here's the one part to the guy who brought up a little bit earlier that they're going to need to control the clock. Buffalo's going to do that by nature of kind of how they run their offense anyway. So, yeah, the Broncos do have to get the running game going, but you got to find a way to get down the field. And so they gotta be better because again, you're gonna need the first to 30 comment made the most sense. We talked about that. Vegas is telling you the over-unders at 49.5 for this game. You're gonna have to be in the 30s to win this game. It's not terrible right now defensively, right? But they're on the field a lot. In fact, let me pull up the numbers here. Let me see. End of the first. Just time of possession wise. Buffalo 8 first downs, Denver 2. Total plays 20-8. Yeah, 11 minutes Buffalo's had the ball to 4 minutes for Denver. And your only concern there, well, there's a couple of concerns here. Buffalo's ripping off runs at 7.2 yards per carry. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. Denver's only ripping off carries at 2.8 per. So yes, running the football is important, and Buffalo's a team advanced enough where they can actually worry about kind of controlling the clock a little bit too, especially because they're not going to throw the ball with this receiving core a ton. Shakir, Kincaid, Samuel, Coleman, Cooper. These guys, I mean, they're about as talented overall as Denver's receiving core, in my opinion. I just don't think there's that big of a difference. Maybe there was at one point for some of those guys like Curtis Samuel and Amari Cooper and Dawson Knox, but not anymore. Let's see. Allen tends to overthrow the ball when pressured. Let's send some pressure and get a pick. Let's see. Denver D, going to have to take a couple chances, man. Bill's offense just grinds. Needs some good third down stops. Yeah. I mean, at some point, Vance's going to have to figure out how to dial some of those up. I think the problem is you tend to want to do that on third down. And if you do that on third down against Josh Allen, you're fucked sometimes. So we'll see. And this is the Jay Sims brings it up. What's up, Sims? The offense will have to go drive for drive if Denver's going to have a chance. That's how it feels right now. I'm not going to lie to you. That is absolutely how it feels right now. It's not because Denver's defense can't slow him down. It's Buffalo. It's Josh Allen. Okay. And as Timothy points up, this game was always going to be tough. All I can ask for is don't get blown out, right? They're playing with house money here. Nobody expected this, so let's have a good time. But please don't get fucking killed. All right, 1st and 10, Buffalo. Inside, what is that, the 21-yard line? Little handoff to Cook, another 5 yards on the ground. That's going to happen. It's going to happen. Let's see. Can we get a TFL? Yeah. DMac's not letting anybody down. The internet let him down today at number 38. Relax. Or how about this? Get out of here. You got plenty other ways to watch the game. Let's see. We were behind on every down against them. Need to fix that ASAP. It feels like that defensively. All right, 2nd and 5. Handoff to Cook up the middle. Yeah. Yeah, there's Roach again. They're not getting gashed on the ground terribly. There's just ripping off too many. Like what was it? Wes brings up here. Can we get a TFL? Like you're gonna rip off 7 per. Give me a couple of TFLs in there to balance it out. Otherwise, you will get killed. Let's see. Got to blitz Allen, throws picks. Blitz him at your own, risk. Okay. 2nd and the 3rd and 3, 2 for 4 on 3rd down today. He's gonna call timeout. All right. Well, he didn't like that. It looked like they probably had some interior, maybe inside slant because the Broncos would have been all over that. Yeah, Romo's giving Vance Joseph credit right now. Let's see. 3rd down. Now let's get a stop. 80 rushing yards in the first is horrid. I mean, of course, Jeff. Of course it is. They've been giving off 7.5 per. It's not good. Time of possession is concerning. Yes, it is concerning. Yes, it is. But why? It's because Buffalo can do this to you. That's Josh Allen in this offense. Understand, which is why you got to take advantage when you get the football today. Okay? Okay. Hold on. I got to switch my screens here. Hold on one second. I'm still here. Oh, Josh with a big run inside the 5. That's what they can do. And so what it's looking like here is now I would say, look, lean into your ground game a little bit, if you can. But the problem is, how long have they had the ball in this drive? Yeah, touchdown. Yeah, 13 plays, 81 yards, 735. That is that's exactly what you don't want to do, right? Right there. It's exactly what you can't have happen. Yeah. Touchdown, James Cook. Okay. Okay. You knew this was going to happen. Andy. Thank you, Andy. We won the first quarter. Yeah. Let's not give up terribly, that fast. Well, hey guys, we'll always have the Troy Franklin touchdown. Feels like Josh is running the Tebow offense. I mean, kind of. Mhm. You're right, Jeff. They do have to answer. They got to figure it out. They got to figure it out here. Embarrassing? I don't know about embarrassing. But it's not great. Okay, 10-7. It's hey, here's my one rule for the chat today, Andy. My one rule for the chat today. If it's within one score, it's not embarrassing. From where we had our preseason expectations, let's not move the goalpost too much. Jonathan, I know. Just can't do it, man. Can't do it right now. Let's see. Just looking at the numbers here. Well, and I'll give you this. Defensively, it's never a good thing when your safety is your leading tackler and Brandon Jones. Okay. Yeah. Running at altitude, you got it. Not the third string Chiefs anymore. But guys, it's been 2 drives. I mean, that's altogether. Buffalo's had 2 drives and held the ball for over 13 minutes, 13:04. Definitely got to trim that down. Almost like CU Kansas. Please don't bring that up. We don't talk about that. Bathroom Becky could do a better job. That's a good pull on the Bathroom Becky. Nice job, Adam. Adam's got to be a loyal listener. That I love that. Bathroom Becky. Shout out Bathroom Becky. Cook running very hard also. Yeah, we knew that about James Cook though. I mean, it's in the blood, right? It's hell of a family tree there, running backs. Loser mentality, not supposed to be here. That's the truth. I mean, I don't know what you want to say. I That's not their mentality. That's what I'm telling you. I don't know what you want to say. Don't get sensitive. It's the Broncos game, okay? I'm the voice of reason. Oh yeah, that's the one thing we know about you, Fish. Gonna be a long, slow death until defense puts pressure, blitz, live by the sword, die by the sword. I'd rather sell out because this ain't working. What do you think, chat? You want to put pressure on Josh Allen? I mean, it's a one score game. Let's again, I just go back to let's just not freak out, right? Like don't overreact here. It's a brand new team as far as it comes to the playoffs. A lot of these guys don't have a lot of experience. Sometimes in playoff games, all you have to do is settle down a little bit. Let's see. Buffalo scores once and everyone jumps. I know I'm with you, fishing. Let's chill. Let's chill. Just like Cincinnati, they'll never have to punt. Oh my goodness. I just told my family, if I get pissed off, remind me we weren't supposed to be in the. Thank you, Mike. I want to pin this tweet and leave it up here all fucking broadcast. Okay. I just told my family, please, it's a little perspective. Thank you, Mike. Let's see. The Bills will have theirs. The Broncos' jobs just to hang in there. Keep fighting. That's absolutely right, Andy. Absolutely right. Oh man, though. Playoff football, though, that atmosphere. Crowd looks like it's rocking. Those Buffalo fans, they do it right though, man. I mean, we can't deny that. All right, here we go. Broncos get the ball back. So you don't want Allen to beat you. He's not. You need 7+ minutes to score, and Denver can score in 10 seconds. Quit jumping. Yeah, I'm with you. Just easy here, easy here. Let's see what Sean comes up with. All right. We're transitioning. We're moving to this drive here, folks. Here we go. All right, touchback. Start at 25. The new kickoff. What do we think of the new kickoff? I think it absolutely sucks. I'd rather move the kickoff back. Why do it like this? I understand for injuries, but there's no kick returns. It's still all bullshit. This did not work. I don't know what the NFL thought it was going to do, but the kickoff rules did not work. What do you guys think? Get in the chat. You guys like the kickoff or no? I think it's lame, man. I think it is really lame. They can't pass. They have to run without. I mean, it's kind of true. All right, here we go, Bo. 1st and 10, your own 30. Under center, high formation. There's a run. Is that Tyler Beatty? See, this is why Tyler Beatty's playing and Audric Estime's not. And I was surprised that a lot of Broncos fans forgot this. When Beatty was healthy this year, guys, he was arguably their best running back. No bullshit. In camp, consistently, I kept coming away being like, I want to see Beatty out of the backfield. He's got some pop to him, and I love that he gets some carries. They just brought him off IR, so I wonder how comfortable they are with him. But I got to give him the football here today. All right, here we go. 2nd and 3. Bring Mims around. A little reverse to Mims. Get the first. I think he did. I think he shuffled for the first. Okay. Hey, first down. First down. That's fine. Nice couple of first plays. Keeping the ball on the ground. This is where you keep the ball on the ground. Give me another run on first down. Bring Javonte back in. Give me another run and take a shot on second. Let's see. 1st and 10. Nope, no run. Play action. They're going to take the shot on first down. Ooh, shit. Come on, Court. Did that ball get tipped before it got to Cortland? Or did he just straight up drop that ball? Let's see. Oh, it's a good route concept. Ball is on time, on target. I know it's a little wobbly. It wasn't the best throw. Oh, but it's hard. That hit him right in the fucking hands. Catch the ball, Cortland. It's tough. I know the safety's hand is right in front of him, so maybe his concentration got disrupted. It's easy for me to say sitting here, in front of the computer. But at the same time, catch the fucking ball. There he is. Checking in from the mean streets. There he is. You ready, O?
Do this. Come on.
Let's go, baby.
Let's fucking go.
Vibes change. Where are you at here? I got 3rd and 8.
Listen, I am right there with you. 3rd and 8.
Love it.
I was trying to get myself situated past the morning.
Oh, what's up, pup?
No reason. Yeah, that's Buddy.
What's up, buddy?
That's the part wants to be in he wants to be in the shot.
Yeah, I love it. I'm glad he came.
I think the Broncos are exactly where they want to be. I kind of heard a little bit coming in. I was watching you.
Yeah.
Don't freak out, Bronco fans. This is when you're in house money time, there's no reason for us to be surly or freaking out. There's just no reason. There's no reason.
All right, that's Bo's first bad throw of the day.
I
or
did
it's
see
a miscommunication with Cortland. I don't know exactly.
That drop with Sut was tough.
Oh, fishing. Oh. You know who's happy you're here.
It's my boy, fishing with cats.
I think Bo's just throwing behind him. He's on the run, moving to his right.
That was a miss. That was a missed opportunity.
That was a miss.
What you need now, you need the defense to come up big. That's it. I'm glad that one got dirted, man.
Me too.
Jesus. I'm glad.
Oh, fake! A fake!
This is why I love Sean Payton. This is why I love Sean Payton. He's been here before. He knows. He knows what you want.
Bronco energy.
Oh, that was huge. That was huge.
Oh,
that was huge.
Fake punt. Oh, Riley Dixon. What a play. The balls to call that there.
You got to know that he understands what's at stake. You're playing with house money. You pull all the stuff. And this was perfectly. I mean, that was perfectly executed. Perfectly.
God. Big Dixon energy.
Love
it. Ooh, little wishbone.
Keep the drive alive. Love it.
Hey, that's a nice pickup on first down from Javonte.
Absolutely.
Oh, let's do this.
The more that they can just be effective running the ball, they don't have to kill them. They just need to be effective running the ball. It keeps Buffalo honest. That's a great first down.
Hey, for those of you in the chat that are drinking, they're showing the Sean Payton onside kick from the Super Bowl. I think that qualifies as take a sip, right?
For sure. For sure.
Showing that again.
Catch him sleeping. Catch him
2nd
fucking
and 4.
sleeping.
Shotgun for Knicks. Ooh, got off early. Was that not offsides?
Looks hold
I
on.
thought that might have jumped. Stupid play call. Bubble screens don't work.
I
don't
hate
know.
him.
Yeah, it felt like it was a little telegraphed.
It's just the worst, I think, way to start off.
Yeah,
Behind the line of scrimmage with a pass. I just hate it. I hate it.
So DMac tried to pop on from 38 and his internet wasn't working at 38 because they're so packed down there.
I saw his text. He sighed. Yeah, so no Mac yet, but we'll get him. We'll get him.
We'll get him. A lot of guys don't like that. We get the chat. The chat hated that play call. Chat hated the bubble screen. 3rd and 7.
That was bad.
Knicks always got pressure. Immediately throws it up. Oh shit! Woo.
God. All right. You now see.
I think they're going to. You probably already used your one with the fake punt on this drive.
Yeah, and that's why that bubble screen was such a bad call. You played yourself back into string. You want positive yards with every play called there, because at least to put yourself in better field goal position. And
yeah, I'm with you. That was a waste of a chat saying waste of a fake. I guess.
Yeah, it was a wasted opportunity for sure.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Well, the opportunity, yeah, but I mean the fake, you kind of got to use it. Ooh,
yeah.
There you go. Okay, well that's huge. Although
helped flip the field.
Yeah, I was gonna say, although that'll be Josh Allen taking the ball 99 yards, using up 8 minutes of clock.
Don't say that.
The first 2 drives.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Hey, do they need to heat him up here? I mean, are you setting pressure because the chat's going, hey, make him make some bad decisions here. Although if you do that to Josh Allen, you just open yourself up on the back end.
For sure. But I do think after watching that last drive, making him make hurried decisions seems like the better option.
Okay.
I mean, they went 7.5 minutes on that drive. He had a couple of scrambles. I think forcing the issue, it's the same as a fake punt. You're taking your chances, and I think this would be the drive to do it.
Yeah. I kind of like Jeff's point here. Like, they didn't make the Bills prove they could stop the run really on that drive.
At all.
They had to stop themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you were going to run that wide receiver screen with Marvin Mims, you should have just ran the ball.
Agreed.
That's
Agreed.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. It's the playoffs, and Josh showed twice we aren't stopping him. All right, well, it's early. It's early. We know. I've been this anxious since the Super Bowl, says Sharon.
Sharon, get in the hallway. Get out of wherever you're watching. She's our mush. Get out of here, Sharon. Sharon's the mush.
What Adam was talking about earlier? She was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sharon's the mush. Get out of here, Sharon. I'm sorry. Love you, but you can't watch. You need to watch from a hallway. Get out of here, Sharon.
Don't do that to Sharon. First playoff game in 10 years, you got her out in the hall.
Put her in the bathroom. She's a fucking mush. Put her in the bathroom.
Only thing he did was put him at the 1. Whatever. I mean, don't you take? Yeah, you flip the field. I mean, that's to your point. Like it's all a field position game. It's right now, as I said to the chat earlier. If you've got a 1-score game here, you're lucky. Like if you've got a 1-score game here, please don't be mad at this team. Like you can be anxious, but it's not embarrassing. Somebody said it was embarrassing. I was like, they're down 3. Please.
Easy. It's 100%. Like take it light. Your energy is flying out to Buffalo and you're fucking up the feng shui. Just easy.
Like Vision says, Sharon, go find the corner. Go sit in the corner.
Put her in the bathroom.
Within 3 and still in it. It is not over. Sir, like over. No.
I can tell you this. Opening up on their opening drive with a touchdown strategically did wonders because you're still within a 1-score game. You know what I mean? You
had to have it.
You had to have it. You proved that you could do it. Tranquilo.
Vision says, fucking chill, Denver fans. I mean, just chill. All right, here we go. Buffalo's got the ball. You got him pinned. How about a little safety? Flip the mode.
Would be nice.
Although good luck getting Josh Allen down, but we'll take it.
I mean, send the house. Force the issue. Make him make a play. And if he beats you,
Right. Hey, beats you. You tip your cap. It's Josh
You tip
Allen.
your cap, but you make him make a play.
First and down, and his feet are in the blue paint.
Oh, salivating. 32 degrees.
They're gonna send pressure. You send it on first down. Yeah, they are. The Broncos are coming. Oh, fuck. No, that's on Buffalo.
Bring it back.
They all moved. The line all moved. That better not be encroachment.
No, that's the guy on the end. Whatever half the distance of the goal is.
Fucking back them up.
Back them up.
Everybody points. Like everybody's pointing on Buffalo's line on that play. You all moved early.
False start. That's right. God damn it.
They tried. That was the play, though, huh? Trying to get him to jump off to get a little breathing room.
Mm-hmm. Discipline. That was close, though.
I know.
That was close.
Now you can't get no chunk plays here.
None.
Shit.
Just as you said that.
I mean, they've just been getting gashed at like 8 per carry. That's the only problem right now. I mean, that's their biggest problem right now.
Yeah. God damn.
It's not even like it's Allen beating you. It's just you're just getting beat on the ground game. How many yards does Cook have already? He's got 70 yards already.
Oh, Jesus.
First two drives, 100 yards. First two drives, 100 rushing yards, most by any team allowed in the playoffs since 2015. That's crazy. Cook again. Hey, but this is what I also said to the chat. Field goals are wins here. Like, even if Buffalo puts together a long drive and you can get them off the field with 3, still a win. Although, you hope that you got a shot to get the ball back because Buffalo gets the ball back first half.
To start the second half.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also feel like long drives, well, to your point, I'm just going to re-accentuate your point.
Yeah.
Long drives that end in field goals definitely playing to the Broncos because you don't care. You want to be within a possession of winning this thing. If you get 4 possessions in the game and you still can win it within one of those possessions, cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want to. You definitely don't want to track meet.
Right. 100%. And the other part of it is I was saying, like, the pass rush, it's not as aggressive today because if you get downhill on Allen that fast, you just open yourself on the backside, you know?
Yeah. What's up with all the extras on Benito? Not a fan.
Yeah. Get him behind the sticks. God, they just can't breathe on him right now. You know, Buffalo does a really good job of sending their wideouts deep down the field and then kind of making edges and even 3-techs kind of have to come to the sideline and tackle running backs. And that's a bad recipe for Denver. Well, you got DJ Jones trying to make a tackle out by the sideline here. You know what I mean?
Example of that right there. He's DJ's what, 3 some odd, and he looked like he was not interested in running at all.
Yeah, too much is what he is. Too much. That's what it is. Second here.
Come on, get a stop.
Yeah, you're all right. Well, you got a 3rd and short, but the problem is whenever a Buffalo's in 3rd and short, you're nervous.
They're good.
Yeah. Oh. Deion Dawkins taken to the X-ray room dealing with a right shoulder injury, which is huge for Denver. That's Buffalo's best offensive lineman.
I mean, you never.
Well, now he's there. Now is he back out? No, it's Aaron Kramer's back out. Ellis shoulder injury. Sorry, Ellis shoulder injury, not Dawkins. I heard him wrong.
3rd and 1.
My bad, guys. I heard him wrong. I'm listening to 2 things in my ear: Oren and Jim Tracy, and
you got it going.
I got a lot of voice in my ear. This is the bigger problem. We can't contain the running game at all. That's the number one issue right now. That's the 10 alarm fire.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to beat their block.
It's playing out perfectly well, not in terms of Buffalo. You want another possession now because Buffalo's going to get the ball to start the second half, but Having them plod along, I don't mind. Having them not get big chunk plays, I don't mind. Having them beat the Broncos up on the ground is disconcerting.
Oof. Weak and slow. I don't know about weak and slow. Maybe a little slow. They do look a little slow defensively right now. No?
Well, when you're sitting on the sideline in 32-degree weather, it's hard to be, you know what I mean? Not slow.
And in 32-degree weather, I mean, up in New York, that's like, 15. Feels like 15.
Right.
I wonder what the feels like is even there today. I'll look it up.
They're just a step behind on everything. Oh, don't buffer.
Ooh, 2nd and 5. God damn it. Man, that's bad.
No
You know
stops.
what? This was the comment that really summed it up. And I said, why are you bringing up old stuff? Let me see if I can find it. I have to go back in the chat. It was dead on. I want to give credit to whoever said it. This game reminds me of one game I've watched this year. Can you remember?
No, tell me.
CU Kansas.
Oh yeah, I heard when that. I heard.
Yeah. I can't remember who said that, but that's don't say that.
Don't say that.
It feels like.
Yeah,
that's what it definitely feels like. That
fucking cloud of dust.
Okay. Hey, yeah, that's right, Cody. 1 yard stop. That's right. Heating up now. Heating up. Somebody said it's not trolling, it's reality. I get it. We're just trying to be in denial.
A game that plays out like this, though, you are one big play, one big stop away from flipping things. So I like that. I like
100%.
I like their chances.
All right, 2nd and 8. The fake punt really did make a big difference. Romo's saying that right now on the broadcast. The fake punt made a huge difference because it made Buffalo have to use up all this time.
Right.
Oh, here we go. Back them up.
We're not talking about world beaters and the defending champs in Buffalo. We're talking about the Bills.
Yeah. Yeah, we know. Hey, but any negative plays that you can
positive plays. Yeah.
How was your week, Oren?
It was great. I had a great time. Streaming with the boys in the chat, watching some Nuggets basketball. I caught you and DMac for 5 to go with the Avs.
Yeah.
I've been busy and productive. I can't be mad about, and I've been eager for this game. You know what I have a problem with is the blueberry helmets. I wish they would have came out
in the orange pants.
Yes.
But Zach Allen, let's go.
Get him on the ground.
Get him on the ground. There you go, Zach.
Now you got down and distance on your side.
This is huge. This could flip the first half if you can get them off the fucking field here.
Absolutely.
And not too much on this 3rd down.
That was such a huge sack.
Huge sack. And now does Buffalo take a timeout or does Denver?
Denver should.
Somebody did. They didn't say who. Somebody took a timeout. I don't know who it was.
God, what a great move, Zach Allen.
Did anybody in the chat see who that was? Let's see. Get off the field defense. Yes. Seems like this game's going by so fast. It is, Sharon. Why? Because Buffalo's had 3 drives, and they've had the ball for 20 minutes.
Yeah. Eating up clock.
Yeah. Eating it up. They've got 13 first downs. Denver's
fat
4.
Kids and cake at a birthday party. But it plays out in the Broncos' favor because they scored on that first drive. That's where the house money lies.
Huge.
You're only down a possession, and it's a field goal. It's like this is playing out better than I think it looks.
I agree with you. All right, let's go. Boy, let's see. Just got to get off the field here.
You just got to get off the field.
Fuck. Okay, you're good. Good. Totally fine. Here we go. Now Romo says save the timeouts until under the 2-minute warning. I agree with him there, by the way.
I mean, it's 4 timeouts in essence. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree with him there, though. You want all those timeouts for offense. because they're going to punt it to you. You get the ball back with probably like a minute 50.
How sweet was that?
And Buffalo gets the ball out of halftime. So this is a massive drive for this.
Massive
Huge drive. Huge. You got to find a way to at least get 3 out of this to tie it up.
I do not want to stress how badly that played out with that fucking wide receiver screen. I don't want to go back, so we'll just keep it forward. But it's like you might have been able to get that. You might have been tied right here and going for the lead if you'd gave us a chance. I mean, a shot at a long one.
Yeah, everybody in the chat's on the same page. Super happy about that. That couldn't have worked out any better on that drive. That's why we say it's the playoffs. You've got a team here. Oh, in guys who have never done this before, ever done this before. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Ever. So this is all new. Sometimes it takes some time to settle in.
Yeah, for sure. And pressure bust pipes, but you got to think you're holding Josh Allen's got 69 yards passing. Again, you're not getting chunked. Right. I like them being able to run the ball if they're not 3 scores up. Yeah, sure, run it. You want to run the clock? You're just helping out the visiting team, in my opinion. You're
right, 100%.
If you're keeping it within score and you're not chunking us up and scoring a bunch, or at least logging field goals, fuck it. Run the clock out. That's better. That bodes well for the Broncos.
Jonathan says, watch the fake punt. Jonathan, if they fake punt the Broncos out of this timeout, I might just close the stream.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. That would be brutal.
That would be brutal. That would be brutal. Fake punt for fake punt? No.
Can't have it. Just don't give it back in 3 plays and then let Buffalo get points before half. Yeah, okay. I think we're all on the same page there. Well, run the ball. Do you still run the ball with 3 timeouts? I guess it depends on where you get the ball back.
Yes, I do, only because I think after watching that last drive, I think you still got to keep Buffalo honest. And I think the Broncos would be able to move the ball on the ground. Try it.
I'm with you.
There's so many other things that your offense can do once you start running the ball. You cannot run away from it. You just can't.
All right,
let's see. That guy.
Let's see. The one thing you cannot do here, is turn the football over.
Can't turn it over, and you cannot take negative plays.
No. Or a 3 and out. That really kills
3 and out would be bad. Sean Payton's needs to
will probably throw it. Let's see. All right. Could I get a block? Can I get a block on former Broncos punter Sam Martin, who hurt himself warming up in this very stadium before a preseason game?
Be amazing.
Oh, got close. Drew Sanders got close. Oh, fuck. Oh. Did Marvin not call for a fair catch? What the fuck was he doing? Jeez.
Playoffs, man. The playoffs.
That could have been a
nightmare.
That's got to be a penalty on Buffalo.
Ugh.
Did Marvin really not call for a fair catch inside the fucking 15?
I don't know, but he got.
I didn't see him.
Jeez. He did not call for. He did not make it.
He did not. What was he thinking?
I don't know, but Jesus.
I mean, what the hell is he thinking? Don't take a chance. Just get the ball back to your offense.
Oh, dear God.
The Broncos. Oh, my God. He got a personal foul after that?
Yeah, because he pushed the guy. Because he pushed
what are you thinking, Marvin?
Pushed the guy.
You didn't call fair catch. You don't get to push him. You got your shit rocked. That's such a bad mistake. That's an example of beating yourself that you cannot do. So now, instead of getting the ball at like the 20, they're going to be backed up inside the 10.
Come on, everybody. Welcome to the kitchen.
That is a huge swing. That is a huge swing.
That's brutal. The decision to not make the fair catch, then to lose your cool.
That was a soft call. Wes, maybe it was a soft call.
Maybe.
It was.
It was the flip of the ball. It was flipping the ball that they called him for.
Oh, is that what he did? Well,
yeah,
he
flipped the ball at the guy. It's
just I mean, don't even give him a reason to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unnecessary roughness, 7 yards. So now you get the ball at your own 8.
Okay. Now you just this is where you build your legend, Bo Nix.
It was at the 12. Now I think the 6.
I don't like this only because they cannot go 3 and out now.
I'm
You are
looking at
automatically putting Buffalo in scoring position. You cannot go 3 and out.
I'm looking at the game log, Jonathan. It says enforced at the 15, 7 yards. So you get it at the 8. Let's see. Just cost them 3 likely. Could have. I don't love that. Let's see.
Weak foul on Mims. The point is you don't give them the opportunity to make the call. Act like you've been there before.
That's what I'm saying. It's on Mims. He should make a fair catch. Absolutely. I agree with you. Absolutely agreed with you. All right, let's see. Final 2-minute drive here. What do you want?
I wanted to open up. I say open up play action. Try and take a shot.
Take a shot.
Take a shot.
How about Bo running? I mean, I know the Broncos have only had the ball twice.
Yeah, I think you give yourself RPO. I think you give yourself the run pass option. If you go play action and get him on the edge, I like something with Bo using his feet for sure.
I mean, I would. I feel like that's been kind of when they're at their best is when he gets rolling too. No.
Yeah, for sure. And it's imperative that you at least get 1 or 2 first downs. You gotta. Now you're playing possession football.
He hasn't even run the ball once so far in the first half.
No, and that one when he tried to skate, the spy that they had on him was spying well. He was.
Yeah.
Whew. This is tense, man.
Oh, it is tense. Yeah.
This is tense.
Yeah. Their own 8. Here we go. 1st and 10 for Knicks. Let's see. Shotgun. 3 right, 1 left. Javonte in the game. Looking over the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, you take it. 8-yard pickup and first down. Had Javonte not fallen on his face, then maybe he goes for like 30 or 40 yards, which would have been the perfect call on first down, but whatever.
God.
Beggars can't be choosers. 2nd and 3.
I'm going to
my second. Get across the sticks. God.
I'm going to my second.
Why are you running your route? A 3-yard route, 1 yard short of the sticks. What are you doing?
Not thinking.
No. One for 4 on 3rd downs. 3rd and 1. Now this is all of a sudden a huge play. Romo's now advocating to kill the clock, which I disagree with. You got to
kill the clock. Like, no.
He was saying take it all the way down if you're Denver because you're going to get stopped, which I disagree completely. You absolutely go and take your first timeout. Isn't that their first?
Yeah,
no, that's their second.
Is that their second? When did they take the first?
I don't know. Was that in the last drive? That must have been when they went to commercial on the 3rd and 21. Were they the ones that called the timeout on 3rd and 21? They might have been because they came back and then punted. That must have been it. Let's see. That was Bo's fault that Javonte fell. I mean, didn't Bo have pressure right in his face?
Yeah, and Javonte,
he definitely tripped and fell. I thought. Maybe I'm wrong, but
he had so much room in front of him. Everybody had cleared out. It's just like, damn it. All right,
here you go. Minute left. 1 timeout. Need 3. Need 3. Do not have to get 7. Need 3.
You need 3.
You got to find a way to keep it a 1-score game. Here we go. Oh, got some time running left. Got some room. There we go. Oh, okay.
This kid is
rolling.
This kid is nails.
Let's see. Go get yourself 3, Bo. 38, 37, 36,
35, 44.
1st and 10. Knicks. Did he keep his feet in? We can't see. Oh, he's saying yes. It's a
catch.
That's a huge first down because you get out of bounds. Put the ball off. Snap the ball. He did not catch that. Snap the ball. He did not catch that. You got to snap that. Oh, did he? Okay, maybe his left foot. I thought his left foot came off the ground. He did.
That's a catch.
Ooh, that's a bad. See, I think Bo got nervous. He was about to get sixth there on that throw to Marvin. But now you're pretty close to field goal range here, are you? Or you're already in field goal range? Where are they?
Hold on.
They're on the 47. They're not quite. They need like another first down. Second and 10, 23 seconds, one timeout. Nick's plenty of time. Throws right side wide open. Oh, God. He almost just sent Devon Vele to the ICU.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. 15, 20 years ago in the NFL, Devon Vele's eating all of his food through a straw the rest of the day.
Blew him up. Oh, my God.
Defensive holding. That's huge.
It's major.
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 Oh, wow. He just grabbed Cortland right away. Just miss Vele. Yeah, he did just miss Vele. Yeah, he did. Vele almost got his head taken clean off there.
Missed him by about that much.
Yeah.
Hold on, brother. I'm trying to keep this train going on my side.
I think if he hits Vele, Vele's dead. I think if he puts that ball on Vele, Vele might have died.
Brick killed the guy.
Oh, that was Buffalo's timeout? Okay, good. 15 seconds timeout Buffalo. I got a little bit nervous there.
I mean, the most you could have hoped for was it targeting because he was going to die. Time to die.
But if he holds on, I don't think he could have held on, Jeff.
No.
I really don't know. Nix is panicking. In what way? I think Bo's doing just fine.
You're panicking.
Agreed. Thank you. Thank you. Stop calling screens. Yeah, well, there's definitely no more time for screens right now.
Yeah, Devon would have gotten. He's stretched out like that. Jesus.
All right, here we go. First and 10. Got to get 3. Got to get at least 10 here. I something over the middle and take a timeout.
Something over the middle, take a timeout.
Down, like John Gruden would say.
Bow, bow.
Down. Catch it, go down, take a timeout. Catch it, go down, timeout. Or did he go out of bounds? Did they give him out of bounds?
This is working out swimmingly.
You have 5 seconds. What do? I don't think you mess around. I think
you don't fuck around here at all.
Huge. God, he bobbled that shit. Thank God he caught it.
I am so impressed with Bo Nix. Sean Payton's going to need another pack of gum. He's chewing the shit.
All right, Lou. All right, Lutsy. Let's get Lutz from 50.
Get it.
Bo did all the work. Just
did everything that you
little
needed him to
cherry
do.
on top here. Come on now. Fuck.
Special teams, man. Special teams. They put you in position. Suddy did everything that he needed to do to not drop a big one. That hurt. That one hurt.
That hurts, man.
That one hurt. Pressure, man. Pressure bust pipes.
Oh, man. All right, well, DMac, give me your thoughts on that first half.
I think it's a win for the Broncos still. You're only down, a possession, and it's a field goal. I think opening up with that touchdown. And they also, I do believe, contained Buffalo. As much as Buffalo's had time of possession, it hasn't been effective on the scoreboard. And that's really all that matters. And now you give your defense a chance to come out, get a stop, and to start the, God damn it,
that fucking sucked.
Just hitting the upright is just like, ugh. I'd rather you miss it wide. I'd rather you miss it wide than hit the fucking.
That sucked.
That sucked. So
that one was tough to deal with. That one, that one hurt.
Oh, God damn.
You did all the work, man.
You did everything. I'll tell you this too.
Right.
Bo Nix regardless of what happens, is not sunny side up. He's really playing himself into maybe not legendary status yet, but that last drive was money, man. That was money. He did. They did he had the scramble. You got the big throw to Sut. So
it's tough to be really positive right at the minute in time.
I know.
And be like, yeah, I'm still feeling pretty good because that was their chance to even that shit up.
Yeah,
man, that's a bummer.
That's a bummer,
especially because Buffalo gets the ball back out of half.
That's my point.
That's the problem.
It's really
like,
just
that really fucked you up.
It's like they're in a mathematical equation, and as long as they stay within, I think as long as they stay below a touchdown, the Broncos are in this game. And that one, now you put a lot of pressure on your defense, but that's what they play the games for. That's why they play the game.
With you 100%.
That's why they play the game. The defense now just has to hold to minimum field goal. That's it.
Chat, what do we think? Felt like the end of the Chiefs game, moved the ball, missed the kick at the end. Yeah, I'm with you.
It's got shades.
Terrible. We've got a QB, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Bo did his job. You can't fault him.
I mean, the bomb. I mean, Jesus.
The way he donked it, I thought he almost doinked it in. It looked for a second like it was going to doink in. But I don't know.
Doinks short.
Yeah. We have a QB. Let's see. Klutz. I know. It felt more klutzy than it did Lutzy there.
Nah.
Trying to lose this game? I don't know. That's just one where you can't beat yourself, though.
Yeah.
Let's see. Broncos need to go up tempo in the second half. Maybe, but the problem is you go up tempo, you run yourself off the field, and then Josh Allen has the entire first half to take off with a couple of drives.
Less possessions for the home team is what the least amount of possessions possible for the home team is what you want.
Denver sucks. How are you? It's a 3-point game. Relax. They just put themselves in position to tie the game.
Look at Superfly's reactions. Lut's been good all year. Now he wants to play like shit. He's going to game.
I don't get it.
Bronco fan is hilarious only because you wouldn't think that this was house money that we're playing with, and I feel it. It's intense, but you got to think that you came in 8.5? Was it 7.5 at game time? You're playing with it. You're right in string. That's really what we're watching. It's not how we want to see. You want to see dominance. You want to see the Broncos kick their asses. That was never going to happen, and you want to play within a touchdown, and that's where you're at. So I don't know, man.
What else the chat say?
Oh man,
let's see. What else
they're giving it to Let's bad, man.
Are they? Can we cut Let's? Fuck. This is where we're at right now.
They're taking their anger out on the
kicker. You had one job, dude. You had one job. Broncos are better second half. Are we sure about that? Are we sure they are?
It's going to be a rough second half, less defensive, unless the defense has to step up. Yeah, but that's what they play the games for, y'all. I mean, and the Broncos do have a very capable defense, so I think you can take away a lot from what you saw in the first half. The bend but don't break mentality, and they did not get chunked. It was a lot of time of possession, but a lot of stuff underneath, and not a lot of they came up on the scoreboard. So take it.
Hey, DMac's got to do his in the kitchen thing here.
I got you, man. I'm gonna pop off. I'll be back with you in the fourth quarter, though.
You got it. So you gonna fire her here?
Yeah, I'll step out.
Spice Company. That's Rosa. I'm Andon, and go Broncos. We're gonna beat the Bills. I know we are, and if we don't, hey, the season's a win. We accomplished what we set out to accomplish, and looking forward to the future. And here's what we have for making your future delicious. We're going to do a toasted gnocchi. We're going to do Moroccan chicken wings. And we're also going to do a Greek yogurt dip to go with the chicken wings. You can also dip the gnocchi in it. And the great thing about the gnocchi is it's baked and it's super handheld ready. So you can just pick it up. It's a great finger food. So let's go through the ingredients real quick. We've got our gnocchi. We've got flour. We've got our eggs. These are just going to be your egg yolks. And breadcrumbs. And what we're going to do is you're going to take the gnocchi, you're going to coat it in the flour, you're going to coat it in the eggs. You know, you could use egg yolks, or you could use just regular eggs with yolks or an egg alternative. Just beat them up, get them nice and coated, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take that pizza seasoning. This is the Journey Spice pizza seasoning here. You're going to put it right in the breadcrumbs, okay? So just like that, and then get it all mixed around. Excuse me. Get it all mixed around, and you can notice that's really, there's a lot of great herbs, there's a lot of great flakes in that pizza seasoning.
A little bit of black pepper too.
You put some black pepper in there, you mix that all around, and then you're going to coat everything. You're going to put it in a pan, and you're going to put it in the oven for how long, Rosa?
20 minutes.
20 minutes in the oven, and you get this great baked gnocchi with the pizza seasoning on it. It's delicious. You can dip it in marinara sauce. We've got that. We got some of that over here, and you can always spice up the marinara sauce with a Tuscan or the Sicilian blend that we have. And then, moving on, you're going to make a really simple marinade with the Moroccan spice rub. And that marinade consists of
honey, extra virgin olive oil, and lemon.
Honey?
Lemon juice from real lemons, fresh lemons.
That's right. And you're going to coat those, and you're going to bake those for at least
35 minutes.
At least 35 minutes. And look at those bad boys. You get the wings, you get the drums. You've got company over. That's what you want to see. And then you're going to take some of our Greek yogurt and our Mediterranean herb blend with some extra virgin olive oil.
And honey.
And a little bit of honey. And you're going to wrap that up. And this is your dip, everybody. This is going to be a great dip for those Mediterranean, that Mediterranean flavor. A little bit of lemon in there. A little bit of the, that Mediterranean herb blend tastes so delicious. And then you're going to dip the wings. You can dip everything. So this whole thing becomes this great finger food experience. Wings, gnocchi, the Mediterranean herb dip with the Greek yogurt, and it's Journey Spice, people. And don't forget, we got Valentine's Day coming up. And guys, you want to impress your lady, get some Journey Spice, cook her up a great meal. I tell you what, that'll be the deal sealer right there. And that's all we have for you. So remember, 20 Chuckle at Amazon.com. Get yourself 20% off. Singles, 2-packs, 4-packs, the Italian blends, the Mediterranean blends, plus the Casey barbecue and the Heartland rub. And that's it. Go Broncos. We will see you soon. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the kitchen. This is Journey Spice Company. That's Rosa. I'm Andon. And go Broncos. We're going to beat the Bills. I know we are. And if we don't, hey, the season's a win. We accomplished what we set out to accomplish and looking forward to the future. And here's what we have for making your future delicious. We're going to do a toasted gnocchi. We're going to do Moroccan chicken wings. And we're also going to do a Greek yogurt dip to go with the chicken wings. You can also dip the gnocchi in it. And the great thing about the gnocchi is it's baked and it's super handheld ready. So you can just pick it up. It's a great finger food. So let's go through the ingredients real quick. We've got our gnocchi. We've got flour. We've got our eggs. These are just going to be your egg yolks and breadcrumbs. And what we're going to do is you're going to take the gnocchi, you're going to coat it in the flour, you're going to coat it in the eggs. You could use egg yolks, you could use just regular eggs with yolks or an egg alternative. Just beat them up, get them nice and coated, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take that pizza seasoning. This is the Journey Spice pizza seasoning here. You're going to put it right in the breadcrumbs, okay? So just like that, and then get it all mixed around. Excuse me. Get it all mixed around, and you can notice there's a lot of great herbs. There's a lot of great flakes in that pizza seasoning.
A little bit of black pepper too.
You put some black pepper in there. You mix that all around. And then you're going to coat everything. You're going to put it in a pan, and you're going to put it in the oven for how long, Rosa?
20 minutes.
20 minutes in the oven, and you get this great baked gnocchi with the pizza seasoning on it. It's
Now I'm back. Here we go. All right, second half. All right, let's see what Shawnee P's talking about. Make some adjustments. Most important statistic, he says, is time of possession. Yeah, no shit, Sean. You got killed. Got to find a way to get him off the field. That is not the way to start. Yeah. Cook now over 80 yards himself. All right, what do we got here? All right, here we go. Second and 5. Here we go. Allen under center. Got to find a way to get him off the field and not allow these gash runs. I mean, they just keep getting gashed. Man, first down, Buffalo. No, but maybe I should have, guys, because we did. I appreciate that. Light them up for the second half. Let's see. Where is DMac? He's at number 38, guys. He's at number 38, but their internet is dead, and he has to be there for, altitude. All right, here we go. First and 10. Buffalo decides not to continue running, wants to take a play action shot, and they got it. Oh, boy. See, this is why this missed field goal fucked you so hard, because you figured Buffalo was going to come out of the locker room and march it down the field. About to Sharon up pass. Yeah, everybody in the chat's on the same vibe here. Puff pass, about to hit a ball. Yeah, I feel you guys. Light them up for the second half. Let's see. Yeah, that field goal hurt. The field goal hurt. Yeah, it hurt. There's no question. I don't know what else to say. That one stung. It felt like it killed some momentum. Oh, God, gashed again. This opening drive is a nightmare in the second half. Jesus. Hey, inexperience in the playoffs, right? I mean, that it's popping up right here. But their effort today in stopping the run has just been abysmal. It's been abysmal. There's no other way around it. I mean, they're executing perfectly. Denver can't get off a block. It's a problem. Let's see. But it's Josh Allen, He's always good for one a game, isn't he? Down to the 5. It's tough. It's tough. I go back to this. Sharon said it best. Hey, Sharon said it best. Okay. As Oren would say, Sharon, are you in the hall yet? Stop the damn run, please. Four down territory? Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. Just more hands off to Cook. Oh, there you go. Get him in the backfield. Hey, 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Hold him to a field goal. Hey, if it's 6 or more, I don't agree, Jonathan, that it's 4 down. I kind of go back to Buffalo's philosophy in the first half. 4th and 5, they didn't go, right? They didn't go 4th and 6. Get them, stop them. Stop them. This is huge. Got to find a way. Got to find a way. They're going to throw. Can you get to the quarterback? Let's see. 3rd and goal. Allen in the gun. They're about at the 6. Denver looks like they know the play. Pressure-ish. God, he's got a million years to throw it. Now they got him. Get him down. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. DJ Jones, boy, but that was great coverage on the back end. Let's just be honest. That was wonderful coverage on the back end because he was back there for what, like 7 seconds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He had 5 seconds to throw the ball and didn't get rid of it. That's on Allen. You got that ball has to come out. Hey, held them to 3. Big win, big win. That's fine. Your offense just got to keep rolling like they were and before fucking Lutz missed the field goal. Okay. Win on that drive. What do we say? Points, not yards. Bend, don't break. You can't afford to expect that, or you can't be so naive as to expect that Buffalo won't get theirs. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna happen. Great coverage without holding. Absolutely, Jonathan. I agree with you. Hey, everybody hit the bowls there, right? Hit a bowl again before this drive. I mean, honestly, might want to reload. Huge stop to keep it in one possession. I agree. PS2 got away with holding. I didn't see anything. Andy, fuck you, Andy. I didn't see anything. Let's see. Only 1-score game, baby. You can't be upset if it's a 1-score game running at altitude. I agree. That's what we've been talking about all game, right? Like, that's fine. It cannot be embarrassing. It cannot. And this is right, Wes. The offense has to go get points. It has been too long. First drive, they were right there, and then Lutz doinked it. They were right there. Johnny boy, just ate 20 MGs. Telling you, I absolutely love it. Is Andy a Bills fan or something? He might be. I mean, he might be closet Bills fan. Bills fan has infiltrated the chat. Well, like Sean Payton said, the most important stats in this game are red zone offense, defense, and time of possession. That is what Sean said before the second half. Absolutely. Look, I think that if the Broncos can find a way to get some momentum on the ground, did Beatty have more than one carry or did he only have one carry? But it was like for 8 yards, 1 for 7. Can I get a couple of touches for Tyler Beatty and stick with the ground game, right? Set up the throw with the run here in this second half. That's when the Broncos, this offense is really at their best. And if they want to control time of possession, I imagine that's kind of what Sean is saying coming out of the locker room at halftime. Hey, we're getting outrun 161-44. We got to run the fucking ball. Buffalo's run the ball 27 times. Denver's run the ball 10. By the way, has anybody seen Matlock with Kathy Bates? Ozempic, post-Ozempic Kathy Bates. Is that any good? By the way, in the chat, if you're with me, what are we watching here lately? What shows are you watching? Because I am like, I have cached all my shows. After the CU season, I did my best to have some willpower to save some, and then I made it through all my shows in like a week. Please, in the chat, I am in desperate need. I know we're in the middle of a Broncos game. Help me out here. Please give me the shows you're watching. I need some more because I go through these like water. Okay. All right, here we go. Tony says, why the hell is DeAndre Tillman on the field? He made a play earlier in the first half. DeAndre Tillman has had a good year. No, don't hate on the USFL story. All right, here we go. This is a massive drive. Can everybody feel it? Can everybody feel how big this drive is? This is a huge drive for the Broncos. If you go 3 and out here, you might be fucked. I'm going to be real. Let's talk about momentum and what it means. Momentum is real, especially on the road in the playoffs. If you go 3 and out here, I'm nervous. All right, here we go. Kickoff. Again, by the way, I didn't catch what everybody thought about the kickoff in biggest drive since 2016, Jonathan. I don't disagree with you, buddy. I think it's huge. This is huge. You got to get some momentum. Oh, now they're giving Jim the congratulations on 500 NFL games. I mean, he's the gold standard, right? Nancy, he's a gem, guys. I mean, he's an absolute gem. Such a talented broadcaster. Somebody that grew up watching some of these guys, he is like the gold standard, right? He does every sport. He's just as classy as it gets. He's always got a line. He's one of the best, man. I always love listening to Nance. Romo, you're amazing. 1988. May if I could only be so blessed to call games for 40 years, I would love to do that. If anybody knows anybody who's hiring. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Let's go, Bosef. 1st and 10. Are they going to run? He's got him under center here. Yeah, hand off to McLaughlin. Can we not run McLaughlin between the tackles? Can we not do that? Just asking for a friend. Can that be Javonte? Oh, yeah, the ref's going over to talk to Josh Allen one-on-one. Sorry, Josh. That was all me, Josh. Oh, that is, if you had the Bills memes or the Chiefs memes where the refs are their friends, that looked very friendly there. Go all the way over to the team's bench. Get out of here with that crap. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9, bringing Vele across the formation. Buffalo in a single high, handoff to Javonte between the tackles. Break that. Hey, fine. Now you're in 3rd and 5 in a 3rd and short. That's fine. Keep running the football. These are the situations here, by the way, in 3rd down in the second half where I want Bo on the move. I need him using his legs. That is when he's at his best, when he can pick up a 3rd down. Come on now. Can't go 3 and out. Buffalo is loading up. Who are they bringing? Who are they dropping back? Bringing 4. Bo's sitting there. Nobody. Come on. Come on, dog. Franklin, fuck. Right in the hands. Ah, shit. I mean, did that not hit him right in the hands? Fuck. It's tough catch, but you got to make that. Romo on the broadcast saying he should have kept moving. I mean, he'd hit him in the hands, though. You got to make a tough catch every now and again. They can't all be like that touchdown. That's 2 drops today, says Jeff. Sutton and Franklin. Yeah, it hit him in the hands. I mean, Franklin caught the long touchdown. Okay. I mean, he made the big play. It's just, but Jonathan's right. It's probably going to take a turnover to win this game at some point, right? This is a really good question, especially because, and I'm glad you brought it up, Cole, but for a team that pass blocks so well, why do they struggle with opening holes for the running backs? It's a good point because Powers comes from a running system in Baltimore and McGlinchey came from San Francisco, right? And so you expect, and that was one thing that Schlereth, I remember when they just signed McGlinchey, Schlereth told me, hey, he's one of these guys that doesn't do anything great, but he does everything pretty good. And so they have definitely struggled to find, that road grading element as a line, which is interesting because you talk to linemen at any level and they'll tell you that they'd rather run block than pass block. So it is a good observation because it's bizarre. It's absolutely bizarre. Did that official actually go say sorry to Josh Allen? I don't know. It kind of felt like bullshit though, didn't it? Like he went all the way over to the bench. It's like, Josh, I am so sorry, Josh. That was I missed it. I'm like, so now do we expect a makeup call at some point here? Some horseshit PI? If there is one, I want everybody to remember that moment. Catch the damn ball. I know. That's Franklin's deal, man, which is weird because in college he was such a productive player. Like those two were dynamite in college. It's been so bizarre that he struggled to catch the football at such a high degree. Like I know he the problem is that he shows such speed that it's like, I get it. We were all talking at the end of camp, like, do you just straight up cut Troy Franklin and keep Tim Patrick? But they wanted to move on because they saved themselves a little bit of money by doing so. But can you imagine if this team had Tim Patrick right now? How nice that would have been. Anyway, we'll see. Lars Highland says, yeah, they'll get a makeup call. Feels like that, right? If I'm a Bills fan, I'm nervous. Sharon, I can hear you loudly. I thought, no, I'm just kidding. Okay. Fine pass. No excuse for Franklin. I agree. Roma says he should have kept moving, but I mean, it hits you in the hands. It's a couple of drops. It was a good point you brought up. I think it was Jeff who brought that up. Get ready for the pass interference call, says Ed. Right? Isn't that what I said? A cheapie, right? Some cheapo. Third down. Let's hope not. Hey, vibes are high here. Let's go get a stop or a turnover. All right, let's see it. Again, I go back to I wish that wide shot they showed with the two stadiums next to each other was cool. I cannot believe that they did not put a roof on that stadium in Buffalo. That was wild to me. I mean, they're putting $2.1 billion into that. The Pagulas they're interesting people. All right, here we go. First and 10 Buffalo. A little motion. They're going back to the ground game. You got to stop the run if you want to get these guys off the field. That's a good way to do it. Was that McMillan? Hey, Jaquan is he's a good player, man. He is. I mean, he's just a scrappy dude. Somebody who got it out the mud, right? Hey, to whoever in the first half said this is going to be just like the Bengals game, they're not going to punt. They fucking punted. All right, here we go. Let's go. 2nd and 9, shotgun here for Buffalo. Denver bringing everybody up on the line. Cover 2, but press man underneath, except for there. Woohoo. I mean, oh, Jesus. First down, Bills. It's just a little drag, right? That's the type of shit I wish CU would have done way more, by the way. That right there. I don't know why Pat would never do that. But this is what Buffalo does, man. It feels like already they've had the football. They've just had the ball, right? The time just keeps bleeding because they're so good in this little short game. So here comes Denver up to the line. They got like 10 guys in the box. Yeah, Davis, this Kentucky rookie running back. Flag, can I get a hold? Can I get a hold, sir? Can I please get a hold? Penalties are huge. There we go. We'll take it. Thank you, sir. What's this guy's name? What's this cat's name again? I can't remember that. Head ref. I think the Broncos are like, I couldn't remember. Mason had the Mace had the numbers on that on social media the other day. Well, a break on the holding call. Can't stop this run. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it, chat. I mean, we'll absolutely take it. All right, Skunk Life. Come on now. Chill. I see you in the chat. Relax. We're not talking about future. We're talking about right now. All right, here we go. 1st and 20. You got him behind the sticks here. Now do you dial something up? Do you dial up a little blitzky? Nope. Send in 4. Go, Benito. Get to him. Get to him, Nick. Just spun out of it. Allen is so fucking fast. Ooh, Cooper outran him to the edge. Hey, that's pretty good, honestly. I mean, the fact that Allen even gets like, what did he get? 8 out of that? The fact that he didn't get it all out of that. Benito really chased him, and Cooper beat him to the edge, which is huge. And he still gets 8. That's how fucking good this guy is. Yeah, because he's working on Dawkins, Benito, and he spins, so he pushes him to the right side, and Cooper gets him because for some reason he stops. He should have just kept running to the sideline. All right, here we go. These are the ones that kill you, though. Your somewhat positive defensive plays, you've just been following up by getting killed. Fuck, just like that. Oh, no. I mean, of course that's a penalty. Fuck. What a mistake. They're beating themselves in some big moments, guys. The field goal, penalties, that is the correct call. I mean, he rocked him right in the head. It felt defenseless. To me, this is let's see where the contact. Oh yeah, helmet to helmet. That is bad. That is exactly what you can't. The ball isn't even in his fucking area code, and now he's really hurt. That was brutal. How is that a penalty? Are you guys clean hit? Are you guys crazy? In what world? He's not going for the ball. The ball is so far in front of him. Take off the glasses. He just rocked him in the head. That is chat. Relax. Relax. In college, he's getting thrown out of the game. Yeah. Please. I'm sorry. You can't he put his head down completely and went right at him. The ball wasn't even in his area code. That is absolutely not a bad call. I'm sorry. Ball is out of reach exactly, and he just took his head off. I'm sorry. Oren, are you back?
I'm back, brother. And
okay,
I gotta disagree with you.
Really? Talk to me.
He did everything to turn his head away, so it couldn't have been targeting because his head is sided. He did everything to turn. I think that at a certain point in time, and yes, I'm supporting the Broncos in this conversation. At a certain point in time, we all have to remember football is a game of like split-second decisions. And that was not targeting. It was he hit him with his shoulder and he turned I'll look at it again. But I
thought the helmet arrived first.
I thought
have led with the shoulder. That's a Kareem play is what that is.
I just think that
was stupid.
It was a dumb play though. It was stupid. But again,
that's why, oh, by the way, he went my fault.
Well, okay. He owned it. I arrived late after an uncatchable.
No, it's okay. Sorry. I just was like, I mean, he rocked him. Like, let's not bitch about a call that do we not understand why that was made?
I understand why it was
hit
made.
You can't make in the NFL now. Like, I get where you're coming from, but they're pretty clear on that, especially when the ball's around the quarterback.
Yeah, mine is more philosophical. Definitely. I think they're going to call that every time, but mine is more like, what are we doing? It's that whole thing in basketball with a guy, a jump shoulder and interfering with his landing space. And it's like, what is and what isn't? Is that what it comes down to? Man, that sucked too, because that extended that drive.
Yeah, they called him defenseless, I thought. Yeah, I mean, he was seeing Tweety birds after that one. Feel bad for the kid. He's been a nice player for them.
Yeah.
Oh, he says defenseless. Here's Gene. Hold on. Gene says he's lowering the shoulder and he tries to do the best he can, but he still hits. He's defenseless, and it's still excessive contact to the head or neck area is what Steratore said.
See? Yeah, I
from that angle, hold up. I want to correct myself. From that angle, I give him more credit for trying to lead with the shoulder, but he hit the helmet first. It wasn't intentional, but he did.
Now, okay, and I agree with you. And we don't have to
turn this into a federal case either.
Right. But isn't there some effect to the receiver coming down?
He owns it.
Physics, and you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
I'm going in with my shoulder expecting to hit body, and if he comes down and his head and shoulder come within that area, how much can I be held responsible for that? That's all I'm saying. Is that
and everybody in the chat saying that's Josh Allen's fault, and they're not wrong. Like, that is his fault for putting his receiver in that position.
Putting him in that position.
Man, they're nickel and diming them to death.
They are too. God damn it! And then that. It's a tough position to be in. I think the Broncos defense has played exemplary for them still to only be down within, down 2 field goals is like, this drive is going to be the one that kind of hurts.
Oh, to hold them to 3 at a half was enormous.
Enormous.
That was enormous. It's the only reason why this is a game right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they're also what time? I mean, they're like 4 or 5 minutes deep into this drive already.
Yeah, the time of possession is crazy looking at. It's crazy.
Jeez, Josh. I mean, where was he going with that ball?
I'm telling you, I like Josh Allen, certain things about but I think he gets the nod as one of the NFL's better quarterbacks, but he has some throws where you're just kind of like,
Romo's ripping him apart on this throw.
Where was he going with it?
He's like, that's not miscommunication. That's a throw.
That's a throw.
Like, oh, that's 6. Defense is so bad. They're just not making enough plays. 2nd and 10, under 5 in the third. You got to hold them to 3, right?
Got to hold them to 3. And I have a feeling that's what's going to happen.
Okay. Good play by Barton to come up and make that play. And Tillman, by the way. Everybody who was getting on DeAndre Tillman. DeAndre Tillman's probably been their second most effective lineman today.
3rd and
from
8.
what I've seen. I mean, he's a great story. 3rd and 8.
What are we doing here? You trying to force the issue?
No, not on this side of the field.
No?
Not on this side of the field. But I'm playing up. I like how he's doing this. The problem is when they've been dropping back, they've been getting killed when they drop back into zone because they haven't been sending everybody. It looks like cover 0. Is it? Almost. Here's the screen. Good play, Zach Allen. Now you're in 4 down, right? If you're Buffalo, you're going for this all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. No chance I'm picking this. No chance.
Yeah. God, I wish they weren't, though. McDermott's going to go for it, though.
Although, do you make this a 2-score game by just knocking the field goal through?
I mean, personally, I
probably would, actually, to be honest with you.
Just make it a 2-score game.
Although, if I'm at, and probably not. Here's Allen on the QB draw. Romo, he's calling all this shit. I love when Romo tells you what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Allen was looking to run, but they don't have it. Oh, get to him. See, the problem is they're not rushing him hard because they know he's going to run. Forced to throw. No.
1 sec.
Please tell me this ball hits the ground.
That sucked.
Oh, I don't think it did.
That sucked.
That sucks so much. That sucks.
It's a catch, too. Fuck. The only thing that couldn't happen.
Hold on. Is his foot out?
Oh! I don't know.
I think that's a touchdown.
Where's the possession? Ball hits. He's got one knee, leg, and no control.
Ooh, actually, I don't know about that because his right ankle.
That's what I'm saying.
This can be a long review.
His ankle hits out of bounds.
What do we think, guys?
His ankle hits out of bounds before he establishes control of the ball. That can be that's definite. Oh, this would be so huge.
This is tough. What did you all think? Get in the chat. What did you all think?
You never want to get it like this, but I don't give a rip.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. I take any handout you can get at this point.
Take any handout you get, and I don't think
anything.
I don't think he establishes control of the ball before that ankle hits. That's my point.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's see what people are saying.
Not enough to overturn. Somebody already said nice season, though. Get out of here, Andy Schmidt. Schrant.
Let's see. Ball touched the ground. I don't think it did.
No, ball did definitely not.
He didn't have possession. I think he did.
I don't think that, though. I don't think he established possession before that ankle hits. I don't think.
That's what I saw on that last angle. That right ankle kind of like swings around and hits the ground. And that's the key is, does that hit the ground before he catches it? Because if it does, then he's technically out of bounds.
Absolutely.
First.
Absolutely. And he did not. He didn't establish possession until he almost goes to put his hands in the air like, I'm in.
Jeff is with you.
That's how that read with me. It's like he's juggling it. He's trying to keep it from touching the ground. That's not established possession. Then the ankle hits, and then he kind of establishes possession, and then he goes to signal, I was in.
Heel rub White, 1 foot off the ground before he got control. Control in time, should be overturned because they ruled it. It's got to be conclusive, and that's going to be hard to piece together all those angles. I really don't know that they overturned this one for the Broncos. Do they? In Buffalo?
Come on, Vegas. You know, I've always had this underlying conspiracy theory that the NFL is fixed. So I'm just saying, let's make it compelling. Let it be right here. If my theory is ever going to be, let it be here.
Where's my tin foil?
If not us, who? If not now, when? Do it now. Butt fumble. Come on.
I'm just reading I'm reading these chats. Everybody's all over the place. We'll see. Let's see here. Look at how close that stadium is. Have you been on since I said this? How dumb are they for not putting a roof on this thing?
Yeah, I mean, especially with inclement weather, but
I mean, they just all that potential revenue in like March Madness and all these concerts.
Buffalo, they pride themselves.
All right,
Outside,
so here,
outdoors.
let me listen.
All right.
Yeah, they say the ankle gets down, and it's actually, they're giving it. They gave it.
Fuck.
Okay. Woo! Now you need a turnover.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's my no?
Got the two.
I'm sorry. No.
All right, the question is now.
That's tough sledding. Scoring 2 touchdowns in this game.
Yo, the Nuggets are playing right now? I didn't realize
that. Yeah. They started at 3 my time.
They're playing my boy Spencer Dinwiddie and the Dallas Mavericks.
I always thought the Nuggets should have made a bigger play to bring Spencer back to Colorado at some point in time.
Thank you, dog. This summer, he went for they're paying him less than $1 million in Dallas.
Yeah. And think about this Nuggets team and how they struggle at guard play. It's pretty, yeah.
Oh, anyway. Shit, the Buffs are playing too. They host number 21 West Virginia. So when this game gets too out of control, everybody has something to watch.
Yeah, it's a good season anyway. Fuck it.
Fuck it. I expect you to get killed though. We'll see. All right. Anyway, back to the Broncos. All right. So you're down 21-7 here. Obviously, it's not over yet. You've got to have points on this drive, and you're probably going to need. You probably don't need a turnover. You're just going to need the offense to execute at a higher rate.
Yeah, but you also now the time of possession. Now you're fucked.
You just can't get gashed on the ground time after time after
you
time.
Can't. You have to. Now your defense is forced to do what they haven't been able to do, which is get the ball out of Buffalo's hands. I think the defense has played brilliantly, to be honest with you. I think the offense has left obviously a field goal on the board, probably squandered a possession with the fake with the fake
The
punt.
defense has gotten better. They started the game really rough. They did.
Yeah.
Even though they held them to 3, they still got gashed. And now that running average is down from like almost 8 yards per carry to 5.5. So they've gotten better. They have.
Defense has played terrible, says Bizrat. Terrible is, I think, a fan. That's a fan.
I would agree. That's a fan reaction to that.
Come on, man. Terrible.
It's Josh Allen, he's gonna get his. You just can't get killed,
and you can't take points off the board. But when you really, really put this into context, like that last touchdown was given up on 4th and 1.
Time of possession is, by the way, somebody says, what's time of possession? 30-11, 30 to almost 12. Excuse me. So, yeah,
but you would figure that you'd be down 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
I don't, not all. I don't think everything is just like, oh, the stat says this and that means that.
All right, here we go.
God, that hurt.
Before this drive starts, let me switch this so I can plug this in. I'll be right back.
Yep, 22 pass touchdowns, most in franchise history for Josh Allen. Listen, Bronco fan, right now what we need is for Bo Nix. We need Bo Nix and the offense to have a big play drive. No TOP. Dial up something that gets a chunk play. Score with alacrity. And give yourself as much, especially with the time of possession, which is, it's valid. I'm not here to play like it doesn't matter. You just need, now the Broncos have to be a big play offense. And luckily, I think your quarterback, I think Bo Nix has it in him. I really do. All right. Opening up. 1st and 10. Positive yards on 1st down are always good. That is, you didn't have anything to lose coming in, Jonathan. So it ain't now. You didn't have anything to lose coming in. Have fun, go down the field. I agree with this. Draw it up. Be creative. Draw it up. Be creative. Try and get guys, out of position. And I think running the ball sets up play action for sure. Yeah. Now this is where I think yeah, I got you. This is where you're not doing yourself. Playing it close to the vest though is not helping you.
All right, 3rd and 6. Massive play, obviously. Maybe the play of the game here. Because you want to give yourself a chance into the 4th quarter here. That's the key.
Yeah. You can't punt.
Yeah, Romo's right now's the time, Romo, in the year. 3rd and 6 out of shotgun. You got 3
left. 4 down territory.
Oh,
fuck. 4 down. Okay.
Yeah, not the time. Troy Franklin, get him off the field, honestly.
Damn, man. It's so it's always at the worst time.
What are you doing, dog? Bo. How is Troy Franklin out of anybody getting screwed on the snap count? Yeah, they got him off the field. They put Mims on. How is Troy Franklin, who's known Bo and played with Bo forever, how is he flinching in that moment? How? I
have no idea. You just fucked your. I
mean, 3rd and 11 now. Now you got to get him on the run. Now Bo's got to, if he sees it, but they're in that cover too. But they got their linebackers tight to the box here. Pressure, 4 down man pressure. Bo over the middle.
Penalties, man. Penalties.
They're beating themselves in too many key situations.
Yep. that offsides call killed.
He didn't have anybody to go to, though. If you look from that angle, there was nobody open.
Yeah, Suddy's covered up.
Nobody was open. I mean, you can't really put that on him.
God. I mean, Jesus.
Oof.
Kind of a bad play call.
Oof.
Route-wise.
Oof. Shit. Well.
God damn.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. All right, chat.
The wheels are coming off.
Wheels are coming off, chat.
Wheels are coming off. It's
Look
all
at
right.
Vance. Do you see that? Wait for the cut. Wait, watch the broadcast. Wait for the cut for Vance. That needs.
God damn it.
Hey, that's how it feels right now. Hey, look, it was house money. Okay,
it was
house money. Now here's the question, though. My wild card weekend teaser had, I think I bought them to 17.5. Do they cover the 17.5? I mean, turnover, huh?
The beauty of it is Josh Allen. If anybody's going to turn it over, he can be the guy to do it. So there's that.
We'll see. They're down 14. It doesn't feel good.
It's unfortunate that you can literally count the plays where the Broncos. This is a completely different game. And this is what we said coming in. It'll be 3 or 4 plays that you're going to be able to look at and say that was one, and like that. So the targeting penalty, and the 2 of them are penalties. The targeting penalty is 1.
Hey, I got a question for Andy. Yeah. What do you want Bo to do there on that 3rd down? I always have trouble with this from fans. Like, you can make that comment right there, but if you've watched a lot of this, Buffalo's defense has played really well.
They're locked in.
Bo hasn't had a ton of places to go with the football today. Like, I really don't put much of this on Bo. I would point more to them not making enough adjustments offensively, and honestly, the running game has been a real problem all year, and it's kind of biting them in the ass right now because now you're down multiple scores and you're going to just ditch the running game. And I felt like it was working in the first half. They kind of went away from it.
I mean, I'd have to look at the numbers. I just don't understand this. Why they're married to Williams as the guy? I don't understand that.
I don't know that they. Well,
he seems so ineffective. He seems so ineffective. I don't know. I don't understand why they're married to him as the guy.
I mean, he's ripping them off at 4 per right now. You know,
7
that's
carries,
not terrible.
29 yards.
So
Bo Nix 2.
why Bo wasn't involved more in the running game, I don't know. You know,
okay, so I heard you talking about Tyler Beatty.
yeah.
Beatty. Okay,
Yeah.
well, if you in hip hop culture, he's a baddie.
No, I know. I get it. It was Beatty, and then for some reason, at the beginning of the year, he asked all the media to be called Beatty. So it is what it is.
Okay,
just trying to respect the man's last name.
He knows that he's a bat. He doesn't want to be.
He doesn't want to be a baddie. He's like, yeah, I can't be called a baddie. He's like, yeah, we can't do that. I got to change it. I thought it was Batty last year. It was. But after a conversation, 1st and 10 Buffalo, back to the running game. All right, there's a nice play, DJ Jones. He's had a couple of nice plays today.
I just don't understand the marriage to Javonte Williams. All right,
these pants are horrible. These orange pants. Are they not?
Man.
They're awful. Why did they not go with the blues with the blue helmet?
Yeah, or scrap this crappy.
I know. Just go back to the traditionals. Everybody be happy, and we just don't have to talk about it anymore.
We're not talking about it no more. It's not a power stance. I think they think that there's something powerful about that blue.
If you can force a 3 and out here, that's a huge deal.
Absolutely. And I think what we're looking at is
nice. DJ Jones again.
Perfect opportunity for the Broncos defense to force a turnover.
Just honestly, just force a 3 and out. Just get them off the field. All right, 4th quarter, folks. Hold them up at home. Relight the joints.
Hey, I'm going to be right back. Okay, I'm going to dead my camera. I'll be right back.
Okay. Right. Anyway, all right, folks. How are we feeling heading into the 4th? Broncos get them off the field here. Let's see. Let's look at the chat. Get to the chat. Sorry, Matt. Great QBs make great safeties. Look bad with their eyes and ball movement. Sometimes the QB needs to help the receiver. Hey, I don't disagree with you. But on a few of those specifically, like big moments today, he just hasn't had anywhere to go with the football. Right? Again, I feel like it's like, what do we talk about? This one, Ed, I think is a good question. You don't allow anybody to build a rhythm. Why do they rotate backs? Because they're not comfortable with who they have there. That's the problem, Ed. Let's just be real. That's the situation, okay? I don't get Sean's play calling in certain situations. I think he tends to skew conservative in some key moments, right? I think that's been a big part of the problem. I think they like run blocking, you mean? Maybe, but I doubt that's why. I mean, Javonte is the guy who's had the most experience. What I don't understand, though, is activating Beatty, who looked really good on his one touch, and sitting Estime, and then not giving Beatty any touches. If you're going to put him in there, give him the ball, right? Bidet, is that what it is? Did I screw that up? That's right. It might be Bidet now. That might be actually right. Thank you, Moosehaf. You might be spot on that one. I might have screwed that one up. I appreciate that one. Nuggets already down 11. Wonderful. Wonderful. Good look, Sir Wes. One punt, every other drive ended in a score. Every one. Yeah, Tony, but the problem is it's not like there's been too many possessions in this game, right? I mean, Buffalo's just sucking the air out of the stadium. Their first drive was 5.5 minutes. Their second drive was 7.5 minutes. Third drive that was their one punt was 6.5 minutes. Field goal, 5 minutes. Touchdown, 5.5. If your opponent has the football that long and you can't get them off the field, I would put today much more just on the fact that, like a lot of you were saying, that it's that run D, right? I mean, that rush defense that's just allowing them to get gashed. It's a problem. Let's see. Stop pulling out players for players who make plays, right, for players who don't do anything. I agree. Like, again, that's kind of why I go back to, hey, Beatty looked good. Give him the ball. You put him in the game. You elevated him to sit Estime. Give him the football. Let's see. Who cares about the Nuggets? This is a Broncos stream. Well, it's about to be a Nuggets town the rest of the year if the Broncos don't figure this the fuck out the 4th quarter. And it starts, oh, by the way, with getting off the field here on 3rd down. Let's go. 3rd and 6. Let's see. Shotgun for Allen. Splits Cook out wide. Now brings Hollins in and out of motion. They got a lot of window dressing. He's got plenty of time. Lost the ball. Wide open. Yeah. Oh, boy. Well, my friends, it's closing time. Yeah. That was PS2, oh, by the way. Looks left. I mean, he is wide ass open. How does that shit happen? Yeah. Well, well, to everybody who said the Broncos haven't played a good team, haven't beaten a playoff team in months, and you look fucking right now. I thought they'd put up a better fight than this today. Man, that's just bad defense all around. And that's Surtain, who just, I don't know, maybe he thought he was getting safety help over the top, and he just didn't go with them. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look at that. Man, how we feeling? How we feeling? Who are we blaming now? Who are we blaming now? Let me go back. Let me look at this chat. Oh boy. Oh boy. Touchdown, over, blowout. I don't think anyone's beating the Ravens this year. Please, the Ravens are going to beat themselves. Game over. Touchdown, Bills. Denver defense is terrible. Well, I got to find something to do. See y'all on the flip side. Jeff, Nuggets, and Buffs are playing right now. Or, it's a beautiful day. Sun's out. Enjoy Colorado. I understand. This is too good, too. PS2. Yeah, PS2 got fucking cooked. He got cooked. What can I say? It's what it looked like. Broncos merchandise just went on clearance. Hey, those Bo Nix, if everybody wants those Bo Nix shirts for next year, just wait a couple months. Game over. Pat got torched. Yeah, he did. Yeah, it didn't look great. It didn't look great. Defense pulled it like a wet paper sack. VJ back next year. It'll be interesting. I mean, VJ's name hasn't even been in connection to any other jobs. I thought it might be. I mean, do you guys really feel like you need to get rid of VJ? Is that what you feel like is going to change this team? The Broncos defense was the problem. Weren't they like the best defense in the league all year? That's what you think is going to fix this? I don't know. Game over, damn it. Yeah. Bad part is Vance will get blamed for this. Kind of feels like that's what I'm seeing. Time to hit the ball. Might as well. I mean, if you didn't already, now it's not a good luck. Now it's a hit the ball to forget. Let's see. PS2 got buried and quit on the same play. I don't know if he quit on that play, but whatever it was did not look good. Can't always blame the D. The offense needs to put up points. No question. I mean, they scored in their opening drive, and they haven't been able to score the rest of the day. I mean, this is a very good point, okay? Chad, thank you, Chad. Everybody's hammering VJ. The Broncos offense has 7 points. Let's acknowledge. It's Nuggets town now. Yep, no question. Is Malone to blame? Don't worry, you'll be getting that all in a couple of weeks. Broncos are quitters. Are they quitters? I don't think so. Let's see. Broncos get the ball back. Tackling has been atrocious. It has been atrocious. They have not tackled well today. That is a very good point. They probably have close. What's up, Bo? That was a tough one to watch.
I missed it. I was helping my brother move a desk.
Curtis Samuel just got loose on Pat Surtain for like 50 yards.
No, it was only a matter of time type thing.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Everybody's hammering VJ, but sorry, Broncos offense is 7 points.
I was about to say, you got to give at a certain point in time. It's like,
yeah, and that's what we talked about. Hey, didn't we say this at the beginning of the game? First to 30 wins. You were gonna need 30 to win this football game.
Oh man, it sucks because
it's not competitive. That's why.
Yeah, it sucks because it will leave a bad taste in your mouth, regardless of how it's money, for it to play out like this. They held as long as they could, and now the wheels have come off.
I think Sean called a way too conservative game. I don't think that's the case. I really don't think so. Buffalo you couldn't get Buffalo off the field. It felt like it was that rush defense. The one problem, the one finger you can point at Vance is why the fuck couldn't they stop the run today? They look very ill-fitted to do that today.
Well,
it is the Bills, but
I will say this. That last possession,
yeah,
I thought Sean Payton open up with 2 runs, 4 yards.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
I'm with you.
it wasn't creative. It was, you know,
First and 10, there's a bow run. Could we get more of this today from him? Jesus. Why was this not a part of the game plan? That's one of the things he does best. That bothers me. That was a misread on Sean's part.
Yeah, you got it. He's almost him and Mims are your 2 best playmakers.
Yeah.
So design some things. You got,
Yeah.
you know, if you were going to call the fake punt, I would think that there'd be more creativity just in your offensive approach in general.
Yeah. Well, now he's dealing. They went up tempo to whoever was saying they ought to go up tempo. It looks good. He's not wrong. When they've gone up tempo today, they have looked good. But the problem is when you're getting dominated time of possession, you're like, we can race ourselves off the field.
Right. Well,
right,
now, you know, down 3 scores. Yeah, of course you're going to go.
Yeah.
It's like,
now they cover my 17.5. Go to the right side. Caught Vele? Or no, it was Franklin. Fucking caught that one.
Mr. Offsides, Mr. Illegal Motion.
Yeah, false start, right?
Yeah.
And the drop.
He had the touchdown, but he
did. He did.
And where have those routes been?
Should have been RPO all game long. Here goes Bo again. Another run, first down. I've been saying that all game. Like, why was he not running today? That's when they're at their best.
Yeah.
He's an outstanding runner.
Absolutely.
All right, so how do you coach this now? You score. Honestly, you coach for a score and a stop. You do need 1 turnover. And you pretty much have to score from here on out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Please tell me that's not a timeout Denver. That's a timeout Buffalo. Denver needs all 3 of them if you want any chance.
That's Buffalo. That's Buffalo.
Out of curiosity, biggest comeback in NFL playoff history. Does anybody know? There's a piece of trivia. Does anybody know in the chat?
Oh, I know what it is.
Do you?
Yeah, I know what it is. It is Oilers Bills.
Nope.
Am I tripping?
Kirk Cousins led the Vikings in a record-breaking comeback from a 33-0 deficit in 2022. I don't even remember that game.
I don't either. Is that fishing?
Oh, no, that's in NFL games. I'm sorry. No, that doesn't make any sense. I was like, Kirk Cousins in the playoffs? He never fucking did that in NFL playoff history. Hold on. My fault. You may be right. No. Oh, obviously, it was Super Bowl 51. Tom Brady, 28-3.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, most famous. Is that the biggest one? Hold on. Buffalo Bills. Oh, no, you were right. Overcame a 35-3 deficit to defeat the visiting Houston Oilers. God,
yeah.
Wikipedia. Okay, you're right. And set the then record for largest comeback?
Well, see, because maybe it's been eclipsed.
Hold on. 1st and 10, Knicks. Swing pass to Mims. Why are we still running this shit? That hasn't worked all day.
I don't know, dude. I don't want to. Yeah, it's just like he is a dynamic ball carrier, but it's just like that is such a waste of a play.
Oh, it is the Frank Reich game, right?
Yeah. It's the Frank.
Isn't that it?
Yeah.
I feel like somebody got close though recently, didn't they? I can't remember.
Biggest comebacks in NFL.
I was relying on you there, chat, while I was just vomiting up the wrong answer. All right, here's Bo Nix to the right side. Can't catch it. That time, Vele with a rare drop is a tough catch, but where do you live right now? Oh,
Bowie, Maryland. So
is that right? How's the weather out there?
Frigid. Cold as balls. We've been in a deep freeze for the last week and 2 days.
Hit him right in the helmet.
Yeah, it's been cold as balls.
Come on, Vaughn, give us one. Good. Come on, Vaughn. Aren't you a Bronco for life?
Yeah, he was speaking so glowingly of his time in Denver and what he wanted,
here, man. Now, Bo, fuck, that's a timeout you could not burn right there. That was a timeout you did not want to have to burn right there.
3.
He must have knew he must have knew they were dead.
Yeah.
It's got to be cold right now too. Now it's getting a little later in the day.
Oh yeah. As soon as that sun starts to drop. the frigid part of cold shows up. The as balls part of cold shows up. Everything had to go right for the Pats in that second half, and they did. Yeah.
Now that it's out, I can talk about it a little bit. Sounds like Coach Prime may have wanted to coach his kids.
Yeah, which is weird. Honestly,
but now it's out. Now it's out there that the Raiders did not reciprocate that interest.
I don't think anybody would. I think he's overestimated his.
He's having trouble letting go, dog. He's having trouble letting go.
Well, don't. You know why? Because you're not that coach. You're the motivator guy. You're the CEO. You know, I'm going to be honest here. I don't like what he's doing. Not a fan.
Hold on, 3rd and 13. I want to hear it. 3rd and 13. Okay, complete. Come on, Cortland. Upfield. Now you're 4 down. You got to go. Got to go. Tony said that was the right call because they're playing for the sticks on 3rd down in plus territory.
Yeah.
So now you're in 4th and 2.
No, to finish the point though, I don't like thirsty Dion.
What the fuck is this play call? That is such a bad play, Sean. Fuck, Sean. Why is Sean upset?
You need 2 yards.
Tony on the broadcast is Sean is yelling at who? He's yelling at Troy Franklin? Sean, why are you yelling at Troy Franklin? Yell at your fucking self. You put Troy Franklin in a fucking position to be the lead blocker on a play like that. Who are you yelling at, you idiot? I'm sorry. That's so stupid. Shut the fuck up.
If you need 2 yards, why would you drop a play that's going to start when he receives the ball 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage?
He's out there berating Troy Franklin on the field, and he put Troy Franklin in a position to be the lead blocker. What is he thinking? That is on him. Idea. I'm sorry.
I have no idea.
That's on you, man. Yell at yourself.
Naked
I know
bootleg,
it's emotional, but that's fucking dumb.
Naked bootlegs, drag routes. Like
it's 4th and 2.
It's 4th and 2. It's just, and I think he's had a couple of those instances in big moments this season that have just been like,
what are you calling? Like, what are you calling here? Why are you calling?
Why? Give me the rhyme and the reason.
For the last, I don't know, pretty much all game, he's been trying to get to Jaleel the edge, and it hasn't worked one time. So I don't really know why he thought that's the play call there. I'd much rather put it in Bo's hands and say, if your first read's not there, go. You're running. Like, stop, like, or a zone read, or honest to God, between the tackles. I don't know.
Well, and I mean, if you're going to run your coveted wide receiver screen, there's a place, it's 2 yards. Everything close to the line of scrimmage and forward is what you should be thinking about.
Yeah, everybody, this really spiraled out of control. Yeah, it did. That's the one ugly part of today. They lost control and it slipped.
Yep.
That is pretty fucking ugly. I got to tell you. Let's see. What are other people? Who's hyped for next season? Yeah, I understand. We're not what a dumb play. Prime is too full of himself. I want to hear finish your thought on that, but
I honestly think that the thought that he's an NFL coach, I think is an insult to coaching. I like Coach Prime, but I don't think anybody's confusing him with the guy who's drawing it up in the sand, right? And so you've been with Shedeur all of his career. Much of the success that you've had has been based on the people that Shedeur and his understanding of the game and the people you put around him. I don't think anybody confuses Prime with the X's and O's guy. So I'm just like, so you think that you're going to take this dad, son, coach, circus to the NFL and be successful? You'll be fired in 2 seasons.
Okay, Wes. Thank you, Wes. He ran the wrong route. That's what happened. But either way, the point remains the same. Why is that play for Troy Franklin?
So
thank you for clarifying that though, because they didn't show that replay. So thank you.
What was the route he was supposed to run?
I don't know. Help us out there, Wes. Either way, you're putting Troy Franklin in a position of key leverage on 4th down. Like, that's bad coaching. You should have known better than that. Bills should pull Allen. Would you pull Allen? Maybe after this drive.
Speaks to the God, they just can't grab him. Speaks to the need for that pass catching, playmaking tight end.
Blowout is a blowout is a blowout is a blowout, right? I mean, but still, to lose by 20 plus, I didn't think that was going to happen.
Oh,
I
and
thought they had a little more fight than that.
It's played out like that in the last quarter and a half too. This was not a blowout from beginning to end. I think it's a game that you played within string until Pat Surtain, was able to not get called for pass interference on that first touchdown. And then
nobody got off a block. Just nobody getting off a single block.
They're ready to go. 1, 2, 3 Cancun.
1, 2, 3 Cancun is right. We tried. It's cold. We're ready to go back to where it's warm.
Yeah. They're ready to go. The most shifted immensely. This blows now. Now it sucks.
Yeah, well.
All right, now the tuxedos look a little fucked up.
Yeah. This is on Sean. His play calling was garbage. I don't know. He wasn't great today. I'll say that.
He was not great.
No.
He was not great.
And the defense just could not get them off the field for the most part. They really couldn't. They couldn't. The time of possession was a problem. Just too many conversions in key situations. What were they on third down so far?
Let's see. Team stats.
7-12. Yeah, that ain't gonna get it done
at all.
Not gonna win games. You give up 7-12 on third down. And the Broncos were 2 of 8 on third down themselves.
Time possession 33 minutes to 17.
Hey, guess what? Everybody said Denver's not in their weight class. They're right.
Yeah.
They're right.
Yeah.
Buffalo in the playoffs, right? I mean, hey, look, and we knew this coming into it, but I didn't think that they would just crumble like this because they haven't crumbled a lot this year.
No. This was outclassed.
Yeah, this was outclassed.
This was getting outclassed.
This was outclassed. They're going to fight till the bitter end today, though. Offensively, they will. I mean, Sean's going to want to put at least another touchdown on the board. He's not going to want the visual of getting beat by 20.
Right.
My opinion. My opinion. He'll fight till the bitter end.
I still say this was definitely one that was left on the table. I mean, starting to rack up once the horse is out of the barn, you can just start seeing the accumulation of sort of bad plays and bad timing. But I still think there's about 4 plays that you can look at and say that this game turned on. There's about a
couple of bad drops, Jesus H. The tackling has been horrible too.
Even with the defense's woes and getting their asses handed to them.
I mean, how many times have they gotten into a situation where they're ready to make the play? They just spin right out of it. This is a perfect example. Shakir's dead in the water 3 different times and he gets out of it.
How many big plays has Buffalo had?
I don't know. Not many. I mean, this is just getting nickel and dimed here. All right. 3rd and 4. Allen just throws it deep. Oh, God, he's wide open. Did he catch that? Boy, they're not even going to cover the 17.5. That's egregious. Luckily, though, folks, it was a no-sweat play, so it was a free play, essentially. But that is still remarkable that they're going to get beat by this, like this. Drugged.
That was their first big play of the game. That was their first. That's got to be their first 20-yard plus play of the game.
Maybe they had a couple.
Oh, he dropped that. That's a drop.
Curtis Samuel. Was it? Well, not anymore.
God damn it.
Curtis Samuel had the one play you missed was Curtis Samuel's touchdown.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I can't tell from that angle on this replay.
That was not a catch.
That
ball hits the ground.
Oh, sure did.
That ball hit the ground.
Sure did. Broncos have packed it in, though. Mentally. You were right. They're 1, 2, 3 Cancun now.
Fuck. That's why they ran that play so quick.
Yeah. I hate when teams don't do that. There's so many times when teams don't do that. It's like, hey, have a call, anything.
Yeah. It's
like
anything.
Like, how are you not ready for that? Like the we're not sure play. Philadelphia. Just fucking get up and
right.
Like, what are we doing?
We're doing anything.
Monday. Everybody runs a button hook.
Monday is my favorite play call. God damn it. You hate when it plays out and like this is the thing fans can say, like, I'll say this, and people will be like, shut up, Oren. This was a lot closer than it looked.
Yeah, I don't know about that. As they flash up the total yards this half, 246-70. That's PI and a half. That is absolutely pass interference on Riley Moss. They got away with.
Oh man. Vance Joseph's head coaching prospects just are dwindling.
MVP wrapped up. I honestly don't know who's going to win MVP this year. You could vote for either Josh or Lamar. I'd have no problem with either one of them. You could make an argument for either one of them.
Yeah. I mean,
you're leaning Lamar?
I'm leaning Lamar.
He was the first one to throw for 4,000 and rush for 800, right? Wasn't that the stat?
Yes.
Okay.
But I will say this. Everything is causality. And if not for them getting the best, if they don't get Derrick Henry, I don't know if Lamar's putting up the numbers that he's putting up. So
he's got more help, right? Don't you think he's got more help?
Josh has done more with less.
100%. What do you think, chat? If you had a vote, Lamar or Josh? Lamar has had probably the better individual year, but his team has been worse, and he's had more help.
Yeah.
And Josh has got nobody. I mean, if you're looking, outside of running backs, he's got nobody, which is why if Buffalo beats Baltimore, then we all expect Kansas City to take care of them at home, right?
Yep.
I mean, we're all on the same page there.
Fair to
Kansas
say.
City's beating the shit out of Houston next week, I think. They're healthy now for the first time. I think that's
game yesterday. That Texans Chargers game, I just loved it. It was
Chargers let him off the hook, I thought, a little bit.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, Sean and Vance are now maybe Vance is. Do you see this? I don't know about this. I know they're very highly competitive guys, but these two guys are not. They're locked in on Vance and Sean on that camera shot.
Vance has got to go. He failed us big time. I don't know.
I mean, they were one of the best defenses in the league, and no one expected them to be. I thought they would take a step back this year defensively.
Sean Payton's got a bad habit of showing guys up, showing
on the field publicly.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. He doesn't have the. I'm not a fan of that.
Bo looks just checked the fuck out.
He did it to Bo a couple times this season. He just did it to his defensive coordinator. Like, pull yourself together, dude. Like, you haven't called a flawless game.
No. What do you got the rest of the day?
Well, I don't know if we're doing a 5 to go for the Nuggets.
No, I didn't mean that. I meant like your picks for the rest of the day, NFL wise, because this shit's over.
I'm taking the Eagles. As much as it pains me, I don't want to. I don't want to take them.
That game's tough. That's so tricky. I think back to, first of all, I got a couple of things back and forth in my head. Jordan Love last year showed up in Dallas and beat the shit out of Dallas in the wild card round. So that's fresh in my mind. So they have experience going on the road to do that, especially to an NFC East team. Jalen Hurts hasn't played in a little while, and he got concussed, and it sounded like it was a pretty bad one. Okay. But Christian Watson tore the ACL, right? Which is a big blow for them.
Huge.
I don't think that the Eagles are really missing anybody, though. They're a 5.5 point favorite right now.
I'm taking them solely based on Saquon Barkley. I'm solely based on they'll be able to be better when it matters in crunch time. I think both of these teams are going to turn the ball over multiple times in this game.
Philly's just not as dynamic offensively if Saquon's not going, though. Like, if they can't run the ball, they haven't been the Devontae, A.J. Brown show like they were a couple of years ago, though.
Who do you got in Commanders Bucks?
I think I might even take the Packers and the points in that.
You're going to take the Packers and the points?
I might. I might look like an asshole if Jordan Love gets hurt or re-aggravates that knee in like the first 10 plays, but I don't know, man. I the Packers are pretty good. They got a good defense. They got a good rush defense. They're one of the best defenses in the NFL, and they can run the football too. They got a nice little trio of backs.
Josh Jacobs, everybody was looking at them, moving on.
What do you think, chat? Packers, Eagles. Who do you guys got? All right, the next one then is Commanders Bucks.
I'm taking the Commanders in that game.
Left hand up. What's the song? Left is with the commander.
I'm taking the command. My cousin's going to be at that game. He gifted that to himself. Yeah, he gifted that to himself for his birthday, and he passed the bar.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
man. Shout out to
That's
our
awesome.
Richard
That's
Walter.
Right on.
And so I'm taking them just out of love for the home team. I don't even have a rhyme or reason behind it. I haven't really seen a lot of the Bucks play. I know that I feel like the more dynamic offense lies on the Commanders side, and I just think that's a kind of a pick'em game. Who scores most points, first to 30?
Yeah, it's gonna be high scoring, right? I think that's kind of one we all expect to be high scoring. I'm looking at injuries. No, it looks like there's good. Tampa's got some questions in the secondary, so you have to pay attention to who's in and who's out. Winfield, Dean, I know a lot of those guys. Edwards, all those guys play. That's like half their starting secondary. Let's see. Nobody really out big time for Washington. I don't know. The Commanders haven't been as good as they were at the beginning of the year, at the end of the year, in my opinion. And I think Tampa is like 2 weeks off of hanging almost 50 on Carolina. And then 2 weeks before that, 40 on the Chargers. I'm probably taking the Bucks here, and my gut tells me it's not as close as I think it might be, because isn't that game a big spread too? Well, no, Tampa's only a 3-point favorite. It's a field goal. But it depends. Like, I could see that also being a lower scoring game where both teams struggle to put points on the board. It's like 13-7 at half, ends like 24-21 Tampa or something like that. I probably have to lean Baker Mayfield because I think he's a fucking dog. Baker's a dog. You know what I mean? Like when the going gets tough, Baker shows up. Yeah, and Jaden's first time for Jaden, you know?
Tampa hung 37 on the Commanders back in September.
And they're at home. I probably got to go Tampa there.
60% win probability according to FanDuel for Tampa.
Buffalo is still trying to pour it on the Broncos. They have not taken their foot off the gas at all. Like Josh Allen just missed a touchdown, or at least missed a chance to get inside the 5. I'm pretty surprised they just haven't run the ball out.
Yeah, right.
I'm really surprised, actually. That seems foolish to me on their part. They got some tough football to play the next few weeks. I'd save all my horses that I could.
Benito just got a chance to get a shot on Josh Allen too.
That's what I'm saying. Well, Broncos going to hold them to a field goal, 31-7. Well, folks, what do you think about this Broncos season? I mean, you got to be extremely encouraged offensively, moving forward. You're gonna get a lot more money back to play with next year. I think they're still paying for Russ. I gotta look at the exact number. What is that? I'm gonna look it up. What the dead cap is for Russ next year specifically.
I just want to look at this draft order because my whole thing is now the fun starts. You get to start putting pieces around Bo Nix, and I think that they should target like a really high profile, great pass catching, playmaking tight end.
So it's also $32 million in dead cap. So it was $53 million dead cap charge for Russ this year. It's 32 next year. So you still got some money, but you do get about 20 million back, which is big. You can go get some talent with 20 million. It'll be interesting to see. What are your priorities, chat? What are your offseason priorities for this team? Like, where do they need to add? I'd be curious to know what people think. Linebacker, right? Or are you hoping you get Singleton back?
I think you got to hope you get Singleton back, and I think
a couple dogs. Like
I want playmakers. I want playmakers on offense. I think that's what has been the most glaring, and I say glaring. You know, you got a quarterback. You know that he's nails. Get him some weapons. Yeah.
All right, let's see what people are saying. Elite wide receiver, that would be nice. Tight end, that would be nice. Running back, yeah, you're right. Skill positions. It probably is the summer of skill positions. You got your quarterback. Now it's time to go get those pieces because you got some good pieces in your receiver room, right? Like Sutton's here.
Vele, I think you're going to see a lot from Devon.
Mims. They're going to give Franklin another year.
Yeah. That trio alone, though, you're pretty good. I mean, you could switch out Sutton for a better number one, right? But you're going to keep him. and
or just add to that room.
Add to that, yeah. You know, just another playmaker. But it's like I think that playmaking position is the one that can help in your run. You know, you want a guy who can run block and catch passes and be a playmaker. You need a playmaker at tight end.
Hey, want to shout out a dumb take. That one.
You had to know not firing. You had to know firing Vance last year would come on.
That's a stupid take, guys. Blaming this, using this is to try and fit your narrative why they should have fired.
Third best scoring defense in the NFL. And say that again now? Like that is I'm not gonna
31-7. 31-7. So 624. Give me a touchdown to backdoor me on the 17.5, right? That's why I took it at 17.5. I was like, if you're gonna fuck around and buy points, then at least give me a shot to backdoor it, which they're gonna try and score here. So I got no problem with that. Season was way above expectations. Next year's gonna be exciting. I agree with Wes. Now you move into next year expecting to compete in the division, right?
Absolutely. You better. Because Chargers are coming. I'm telling you right now, they're not going to. That performance yesterday where they just started turning the ball over freakishly, they're just going to get better. So you better keep pace with the two teams in front of you. I mean, obviously Kansas City is going to be Kansas City, but it's not a given that you're battling it out for second place in the division because the Chargers aren't going to be worse. They're only going to get better.
Hey, this is the biggest point that Sims brings up here, that this was the year to find your quarterback and to be confident in that moving forward, right? And they know that now.
Yep.
that they're certainly confident that they got their guy now. Now it's about building around him, which you brought up, which is huge. Reminds me of the 2003 season, first season with Jake Plummer. What do you think about that, Oren?
I want to forget the Jake Plummer years. I hated those years for the Broncos. So don't ask me because you won't hear anything good. If you're telling me that, think about what followed the Jake Plummer years. That's what I
almost 500 yards in Buffalo allowed. Look, I mean, the defense got gashed today pretty thoroughly.
Yeah, but they didn't get any help whatsoever out of their offense. Half of the time of possession could also be attributed to the fact that the offense, how many 3-and-outs did this offense have? How many first downs did they gain? Like, I don't think it's just as simple as going, oh, they got gashed, you know what I mean, as a defense. They were left to fight it out pretty much by themselves with the exception of 2 drives. So
here's my only pushback on that is that they were the only or the first team in NFL playoff history to allow 100 yards rushing in the first, 2 drives?
Yeah.
Wasn't that it?
Yeah.
And, since 2015.
Let me ask you something, Matt.
Josh Allen has a boo-boo on his thumb. Does Josh Allen have a boo-boo on his thumb? Maybe you shouldn't have played him that whole last drive. Sorry.
What was the answer? What was the offense's answer? How did the offense answer those 2 drives?
They didn't have one. Honestly, the missed field goal by Lutz, that really killed them. That was a huge blow.
Yeah.
At the end of the half, it just killed your momentum. I don't know that it makes the difference, but I think you maybe enter halftime with a little bit more wind in your sails because that was like a wind out of your sails moment. Didn't you think so? Plays of the game. What were the biggest plays of the game that that swung things, chat? What did you think?
Broncos 2 for 8 on 3rd down.
Let's see. Maybe 8 or 10 years before they see the playoffs again because Bo Nix. Oh, shut up, Andy. Don't be dumb. Sorry, I just like that.
Jesus Christ.
Don't be dumb. The offense
3
had
and
to
out.
score. Denver was never going to win 7-6. Yeah, Denver was never going to win 7-6. Is exactly right. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson next week. That'll be lit. That'll be lit. Yeah.
13 first downs to 25 first downs. That's all you need to know.
I think that's huge for Buffalo, though, by the way, that game is going to be in Buffalo and not in Baltimore. If that was in Baltimore, I think the Ravens could kill them. If it's in Buffalo, I think it'll be a close game. Check down Knicks. I'm just kidding.
I hate the fact that this season is ending the way that it's ending, to be honest with you. I hate this feeling.
Why? Oh, you just hate the feeling. Oh, okay.
I hate the feeling only because it does kind of the way that they're getting handled. It kind of mars
I think it just shows and highlights how much work there is left to be done, because there's a ton of work left to be done. It wasn't a great roster. Like you got a lot of guys that have talent that have, I would say, overachieved in some situations. And
Right.
you've got a quarterback now. And now you kind of know what you need to do. They got to be a better running football team next year. Problem is, they already spent so much on their line. Somebody brought up a great point, I think, when you were off. Why are they such a good pass blocking line and a terrible run blocking line? Right. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's very confusing, honestly, because linemen will tell you that they would rather sit in run blocking situations than be in pass blocking downs. They're just not very good at it.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
The moving of the feet is forward and aggression versus, coordination.
Oh, look who it is.
What's up, boys?
Oh, well, there's a DMac sighting.
Here just for the post-mortem. Here for the funeral procession.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, what's your overall? I'm sure you guys have been talking about, obviously, but what's your take? Yeah, thank you.
You go first, Oren.
Yeah, what do you think?
Quite honestly, I'm disappointed with the offensive output. My take has been that the offense did not show up and help the defense, and the defense held on as long as they could. And it wasn't a dynamic offensive performance for the Buffalo Bills. Yes, you'll say time of possession, they tripled up on the Broncos, or at least doubled up on the Broncos, but I just didn't think it looked all that creative. I don't think chances were taken, like with the punt. You fake the punt, and then I don't like the way that this ended. Oh God, sack. I don't like the way that this ended because it leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Is it embarrassing?
Yes.
Matt, you embarrassed?
No.
It's embarrassing. Come on.
I don't think it's that embarrassing. I mean, they're going to spin it that way, but it just depends upon what your preseason expectations were. Mine were as low as it could get for this team in a lot of ways. And then in training camp, it started to get raised, but I never thought they were going to make it to this point. So you go on the road, you play Josh Allen. There's levels to this thing. This is a different weight class that you just had to go find. And I think what we've got to understand is you win 38-0 against the Chiefs backups who are barely trying. It really doesn't make a lick of a difference heading into the playoffs when you got to go on the road to an established team with a team culture. The Broncos are just putting this thing together. I think at the beginning of the year, what you would have said, DMac, what I would have said, the number one priority this year is to figure out if Bo Nix is the guy. Bo Nix is the guy. And now you move forward. You got $20 million shaved off the dead cap from Russ next year. You got a little bit more money to play with, and you know a little bit more about what you have. You got to run the football better. And the concerning part to me, though, you did give up 200 yards on the ground today. That was pretty bad. They couldn't get Buffalo off the field. And offensively, you scored, as Oren said, first drive. But outside of that, they could not string together enough plays. I didn't think Sean was great today. And I wouldn't put this on him, but there were a lot of opportunities where when they went and showed the look from behind Bo, you go, well, who's he supposed to go to there? Like, nobody's open. I thought Buffalo played really well today. I didn't think Bo was necessarily bad today, but it's Josh Allen, man. They'll nickel and dime you to death, and it felt like they just could not get them off the field on third downs, which is why they were, 8 of 14, and they were like 7 of 12 at one point on third down. So, you don't win many games that way when you allow your opponent to just continue to extend drives.
Hamlin, that is not an interception, as you guys see. It's rounds, but good story with Hamlin,
Yeah.
Cool story with him, that's for sure.
What did you think?
I just think it's not their time, guys. It was a cool moment for Riley Dixon, who, by the way, at Syracuse, talking to your boy from Syracuse, he could throw the ball. He made passes quite often at Syracuse. We us Syracuseans knew that he could throw the ball. Oh wow, Mitch Trubisky's in. Fuck.
All you orange.
He had big Dixon energy on that throw.
I don't know, man. I think it is it was 10-7 at halftime after the doink.
Oh, that was the play that killed it. That was the killer.
Killer?
You know what's crazy though? It's only 13-7 after the beginning of the second half, which is good on behalf of the Broncos for their defense to hold to a field goal, and then the wheels came off.
Yeah, and Josh Allen, he's a dude, man. That guy he's special. 20 and 26 for 272, 2 touchdowns, and as good as he is, Lamar Jackson may be just a pinch better, which is like kind of ridiculous to say. And
America gets the matchup they really wanted. That's for sure. They didn't want this. Listen, you're at the 11A. You're at the dog shit wild card playoff time. You don't get worse than I feel like it's like 9 o'clock at night, guys. I'm so exhausted by like the whole process.
I know.
So it's dude, the sun just came out. It's like 2 o'clock. It's like nothing.
My mom was asking me what time the Broncos played today, and I was like, it's like 11. She's like, in the morning? And I was like,
I know.
yeah, in the morning.
That didn't have anything to do with it. The difference in this game was the Bills are they're just a superior team on every single level. That's
every level. Every level.
Well, you disagree, Warren? Where are the Broncos better than the Bills?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll when you put it like that.
Well, so the Bills just have a better receiving core than the Broncos?
Well, that's true. You could say the receiving core is probably better in Denver.
Is it that the Bills, the only place I would say that they're decidedly better than the Broncos is who their starting quarterback is.
Mm-hmm.
I think these two teams play out kind of similar. The Broncos defense, third best scoring defense in the league. I think that at times we look at Sean Payton and we give him the benefit of the doubt when I don't think he's that creative of a play caller. You found out that you got the guy, take some fucking chances. You went for the fake punt, and then the rest of your offensive play calling was very
blah.
So you didn't help out. And then it's like he's yelling at Vance Joseph on the sideline. It's like,
oh yeah. How do you think that relationship's going?
Well,
it's not great.
Not great. You know what I mean? So it's just to me, it's like, I think he gets the benefit of the doubt where it's like, well, what are you doing to help these guys out? And I just thought it was a not very creative offensive approach. And then you got you fuck with the bull, you get the horns. Yeah, Josh Allen, I didn't think he had a great game. He just hit everything that was in front of him to hit. He didn't have a bunch of dynamic plays and passes. And they out-time a possession, the Broncos. And I think that's why I'm disappointed in the outcome, because I really feel like one got left on the table. And yes, you're playing with house money, but don't play like it. Don't play like you're just happy to be here. That's what
the Bills were, and I'm discounting whatever's going on there with Trubisky. 8 of 14 on third down, and maybe that's a little bit better because Trubisky is in the game now. That's huge. 474 yards to 224. I mean, come on. 26 first downs to 13.
That's the biggest one to me, and it ain't the 27. It's the 13 for the Broncos.
212 rushing yards, 261 passing yards, 20 and 26 for Allen.
I want to highlight one thing Oren said.
And a lot of penalties for the Bills. Bills actually made a lot of mistakes, and it didn't matter. A huge time of possession, too. 39-43 to 18-17. Yeah, go ahead, man.
One thing Oren said was he was talking about the defense actually gave him a chance while the game was still a game. And up until a certain point, you can only expect him to hold Josh Allen back, enough. We talked about it at the beginning of the broadcast today that first to 30 was going to win. You were going to need 30 points to beat the Bills today either way. And when it was clear that the Broncos just couldn't get their offense going, Josh Allen was going to get going in the second half anyway. And to Oren's point, the defense held him to 3 to start the game. They held him to 3 out of the locker room, which was huge. It was still a 1-score game at that point, and the offense just couldn't convert. Like there were some bad penalties down the stretch too, certainly, especially on third down. There was one. What was it? It was 21-7, or was it? Yeah, it was 21-7. You were in 3rd and 6. False start brings you to 3rd and 11, and their passing game just really hadn't been great today. Cortland drops a big one. Troy Franklin drops a big one. They beat themselves in some areas. There, as you brought up to start when you just joined us, this is not their year, right? They're not ready for this yet. However, they made it here, and that was pretty damn impressive considering where they've been. To me, it was, at least. So I didn't expect this. When Schlereth at the beginning of the year sat there and predicted 10 wins, we all laughed at him.
Right.
So
let me do this. Can you guys have time for a post-game show?
Yeah. Come on.
All right. Well, stick around for that. And I'm gonna do did you freeze up? Oh, Matt, you're good. Oren, you're good.
Yep.
All right. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna, because they're just taking knees now, so they're just kneeling it out. So unless the Broncos do something actually kooky here, I don't think so.
No,
it's done, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we'll do, I'll bring you guys in for our post game show. Rachel will join me for cocktail hour at 3:00. Today was weird because I was out at a bar. I was going to stay there. I was going to try to do this. The internet connection was ass. I couldn't get on. I was like, So you guys are my freaking heroes. I love you guys. You guys are so awesome. And let's do the post-game show, but I got to do a quick reaction thing, and then we'll start. So I'm going to take you out, but I'm going to bring you back in. Just hang on 1 second. Hang on 1 second. Well, it's a final. The Broncos lose to the Bills 31-7. And this was complete and utter domination in the second half. A doink attempt by Lutz to end the first half that would have tied it. Just maybe set the tone for what was to happen the rest of the day. So the Broncos scored on the very first drive. Very exciting touchdown from Bo Nix to Troy Franklin. But at the end of the day, the simple analysis of this is just not the Broncos' time. It just isn't. I'm not disappointed. I'm not heartbroken or anything like that. The Bills are just that good of a team, and they'll have a hell of a matchup against Baltimore coming up next weekend, and then the Chiefs play the Texans, and you go from there. The good news is the Broncos should be in this conversation for years and years to come. The bad news is they're in a time where Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes roam the earth like dinosaurs. In terms of just the game itself, it was a total domination by Buffalo. 8 of 15 on third down, 471 as opposed to 2 for 9 for the Broncos. 471 yards to 224. Passing yards, 261 to 145. Rushing yards, 210 to 79. There just wasn't a department where the Broncos were better than the Bills. No turnovers, which was important, but, you just weren't able to develop anything, and the Bills look like the solid pros. Josh Allen, 20 of 26 for 272 with 2 touchdowns. He ran it easily, 8 for 46. He passes Jim Kelly for passing touchdowns in the postseason. He's arguably, and we'll see if he can win a Super Bowl, the greatest Bills quarterback of all time. And it's just a coin flip between him and Lamar Jackson in terms of who wins the MVP. They won this game and won it relatively easily. In the second half, where it had tended to lean in the Broncos' direction, but not so much today. There seemed to be some discord between Vance, VJ, and Sean Payton. I think we had a sense of that throughout the year. We'll see if there's stability in that department. It would not surprise me at all if Sean Payton does make a move at defensive coordinator. Despite how good the Broncos defense was this year, it just never has seemed to be the right match. We'll see. Overall, this Broncos season has been a wild success. It's been incredibly successful, and saying otherwise would be disingenuous. But today is disappointing, and it wasn't really all that close, despite a good first half and a good drive. And when you start off with a good drive and you get a touchdown, a deep touchdown from Troy Franklin, you're like, wow, well, maybe this is a special day. No, it sure wasn't. The Broncos rushing, Bo Nix was the leading rusher, 4 carries for 43 yards. Javonte Williams, 7 for 29. Tyler Bidet, who was added today, and Estime was a scratch, 2 for 8 yards. Curious. Javonte Williams, like I said, 7 of 29. And Jaleel McLaughlin, 2 for -2. Only 17 carries for 79 yards, but only 23 passing attempts. Like, the Broncos barely had the ball overall. And if you want to just look at time of possession, it shows you 41-43 to 18-17. Let's face it, the Broncos got their ass kicked, and that's the truth. All right, joining me for the post-game show is Larry. Appreciate this. And it's Oren Lamena and Matt Smith coming in, and we'll get Matt coming in here in a second. When you start every drive with 3rd and 9 because you hand off twice, we literally don't have a run game and only give Nix a chance to throw on 3rd. Can't win. Thank you for tipping the sports talkers there, Larry. We appreciate it. We'll get you guys in here. I think we got something else in here. My guy, Andon. You guys fucking rule. Saw Andon Oren down at the bar. Hung out with him for a little bit down at number 38. He was great. You know what? Matt went to the bathroom or something. We'll get Matt here in a second when he comes back in. Oren, overall, your thought and just the way that things will lay out. We are going to be on for, well, we'll see. We'll see how long we are. And Rachel B. Hill later for cocktail hour. But Oren, overall, what are your thoughts?
Well, yes, the Broncos got an ass handing in Buffalo. And they came in with a puncher's chance, and they left out on their pockets. And that's how that's going to go when you're trying to build something. I saw something unfolding in the chat that I want to address because you were playing with house money, and what happened was supposed to happen. The favorite won, the home team won, the higher seed won. So I'm going to leave that there. Disappointing loss. This narrative that Vance Joseph is the problem with the defense, you're talking about the NFL's 5th ranked defense in many categories. And I saw something very distasteful, and I'll leave the name out of the person, but to call Vance Joseph a DEI hire as
silly
in a league that boasts a 70% black, I'm going to leave it there.
Silly.
I don't want to see the goodwill that was built over the course of Vance Joseph's time as the Broncos defensive coordinator, no more than what I think that they've built as an organization, whether it's a new ownership group, whether it's, Sean Payton coming in and getting out what he thought was the problem in the quarterback, bringing in everything is looking up. And I think that expectations, yes, are always going to be fanatical when you're dealing with fans because fan is short for fanatic. But I would caution most people. I saw Robert Saleh, get Robert Saleh in here. I would caution most people. Whenever the drumbeat is fire the coach, the question is in lieu of who? Who do you bring in to be better? And what they've built to this point, I think, needs to be celebrated because this game was house money. Very disappointing. And I do want to point out also that their travails or their shortfall in this particular game can as well be sat on the shoulders of the offensive play calling, with being that they only got 13 first downs, as it could on a defense that wasn't able to stop Buffalo, because it is a symbiotic relationship, offense to defense, when you're trying to win games. Having said that, I love being with my brother, DMac. This is the culmination for me of something that started back in October, and I look forward to great things to come. I'm serious.
Me too.
I look forward to great things to come, and so I just want to celebrate this time. That kind of pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. The loss didn't piss me off as much as seeing that sentiment be fired in the chat. I feel like you bring a very high vibrating energy, and that shit was very low vibrational. So I would appreciate not to see things like that in the chat.
I appreciate it. Wow, this is really cool. We have Matt in, we have Rachel V. Hill. So we're sort of cocktail hour. I mean, we're kind of doing cocktail hour.
Well, I got coffee. Does coffee count as a cocktail?
Sure, I'll turn my light on and everything.
I see Rachel's going with the red Solo cup.
Solo. That's a red Solo loss was what that was.
Listen, it's my birthday. So
happy birthday! Rachel. Are you drinking the Buffalo Mule, or you got something else cooking there?
No, I have actually celebrated all weekend long with some
Look
friends.
at Matt. Wait a second. Look at Matt.
Where did you get a happy birthday tiara, Matt?
I'm a genie, just conjure things out of thin air.
Matt came prepared with a happy birthday tiara? Like what?
No.
What are you imbibing there, Rach?
This is just Sprite.
I've
been drinking all weekend, so I'm like, I'm done. It's over.
That's fair.
I'm trying to just mourn the loss that was what just happened. So we had a bunch of friends over. It was a whole thing. We were all excited, and now we're here.
All right. Well, I have not heard your thoughts, Rachel. Why don't you lay it out for us? What'd you think?
Overall, you really have to give it. The Broncos were never supposed to be in this position, right? Everyone was picking them to win like 5 games. So you're happy to be here. I thought Bo Nix played one hell of a game. Of everybody on the team, I kind of expected Bo Nix to be the guy that struggled, and it felt like that was completely opposite of what actually happened. The drop passes killed them. Defense just got tired, and he couldn't keep up with Josh Allen. I was hoping we would see some more sacks. Vance Joseph, questionable. I see the comments are not happy with Vance Joseph.
No.
Sean Payton wasn't happy if you saw him yelling at them on the sidelines. think the Broncos got some shitty calls, but I mean, it is what it is. I don't think anybody expected them to go on and win the Super Bowl this year. There were hopes, right? We're getting the warm, fuzzy feelings, but the future's bright. I am happy with the successful season for the Broncos, making the playoffs, finally ending the drought. But cheers to that. Otherwise,
cheers to that.
Tough day.
All right. Here we go. Way to make today all about you, Rachel.
If the Broncos would have won, I would have been stoked. But it's the 2 times in a row now that the Broncos have lost a playoff game on my birthday. The Ravens game was the other one, and that was a real heartbreaker. So.
You're gonna have to change. Do you love this team, Rachel? Then you need to change your birthday.
You need to change your birthday. How dare you have your birthday in a playoff game?
Twice is a trend.
All right, Matt, your overall thoughts here on the game itself?
On the game itself,
let's start with the game.
Tough performance by the offense. Started off great. I loved how aggressive they were right out of the chute. You needed to be in a game like this. You had to come out and set a tone. And as we kind of brought up at the beginning of the watch along, you were going to have to get to 30. The over under on this thing was 49.5. Vegas was telling you that you were going to need like 27, 30 points to be in this.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a shot. The missed field goal really was a wind out of the sails moment. Orrin and I were kind of like speechless. We were like, God, that was just a bad doink, because you did all your work to make it a tie game, to knot it up. Buffalo was going to get the ball back at a halftime, and then you stopped them at 3. It would have been a 3-point game. And then I think the dynamic of the second half might have shifted, but Denver could not consistently move the football tonight. And that was a problem, because every time you handed it over to Buffalo, let me just look here right off the rip. It felt like they had the ball for 6 minutes minimum every time they had the football. 5.5, 7.5, 6.5, 5 minutes, 5.5. Then there was a touchdown drive in a minute 17, and then it was another 7-minute drive. Like, they could not get them off the field in third down. Way too many third down conversions, and they didn't get there sometimes. So I would say that defensively just had enough, but once it was clear the offense wasn't going to be a real factor, it was clear that Denver didn't have the bullets today to compete in this fight.
It's funny. I'm looking at Mel. Is this a 104.3 The Fan cast? We all got something in common. We all got something in common. We were all shown the door.
Yeah,
no doubt about it. Okay, Rachel, this season was what?
Successful. You weren't supposed to make the playoffs. It's a successful season. You look ahead, you find what are the Broncos missing? You go attack that in the draft in the offseason. And I even said it as I was sitting down on my couch. I'm like, I'm already ready for training camp, because the future's bright with this team. Like, let's go, let's fix the holes, and then let's go out there and make an actual run in the playoffs next year. I'm feeling happy. Maybe it's the Sprite that's kicking in a little bit, but I'm excited for the season.
All right, Orrin,
this
season was what, Orrin?
This season was a long time coming. Bronco Nation has waited for a long time to have a quarterback that was their own, that homegrown, a guy that you believed in, that really could carry on the next generation, the next era of Bronco football. And it was a long time coming, and they got it. I am hopeful for Bo Nix's career, just Bo Nix's career. What they can build, what they can do around him remains to be seen. But he's really a player. I am pleasantly surprised, because I was not big on Bo Nix. So yeah.
Matt, the season was what?
Vindicating for Sean Payton. I mean, 2 giant double birds to the rest of the league. I took the 6th quarterback at 12 overall, and I got it right. Looked way better than the number 1 overall pick in Chicago did. Okay. And you could argue that the Broncos had less ammo. We talked about this at the beginning of the year, that Chicago was the team that went out and added the weapons. They went out and got Keenan Allen. They drafted Rome Odunze. They brought in DeAndre Swift, whereas the Broncos were kind of like this unknown commodity, right? You couldn't pick half of these guys out of a lineup, but there was talent here, and they had better coaching. There was a better system. Does it need to get better? Sure, it does need to get better, but I think vindicating for Sean Payton, shoved it right and back in the face of everybody who said, what were you doing? Brock Bowers was right there, and got to be vindicating for you too, D-Mac.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been hammering this kind of philosophy, the Glennon Trubisky doctrine, right. which the basics of it is, if you don't have a quarterback, move up as high as you can to get one, no matter what. And yeah, the Broncos didn't move up, but they weren't committed to Bo Nix, and they read the draft the right way. And the whole concept that he was the 6th best quarterback because he was the 6th taken, to me is ridiculous. You know, I mean, what? Everybody gets it right. Everybody knows exactly what they're doing. And I'll tell you this: some years are just like that. Some years are like that. The 2018 draft is a special year. There's no doubt about it. Darnold's a playoff quarterback. Mayfield's a playoff quarterback, and it's a coin flip between MVPs with Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, who will both be Hall of Famers. They will literally be Hall of Famers. So, listen, our guy Chad Brown joining us.
Chad.
What's up, fellas and lady?
How
This
are
is
we?
awesome. The whole crew's here.
CB in the house.
All
CB,
right, Chad, we've been spewing our thoughts. Give us your takeaways here.
The issues of the last month, the inability to get off the field on defense, inability to win on third down, offense not having enough balance. They cropped up again today. There was no doubt about that. Sean Payton, was aggressive early with the play call in the first drive and with the punt fake, but there's only so much you can do as a play caller when your team is outmatched. I say all of that to give some truth and reality to the situation, but at the same time, I don't think has there been a playoff team that's had that much dead cap space taken up by guys who are no longer on the team?
Hard to imagine.
Right.
Hard to imagine,
the best for this football team is ahead of them. We talked about that last week after they got the win against the Chiefs and this difficult matchup they had today against the Bills, that they were most likely not going to get it done. But to take some solace in that, this football team is going to be nothing but better in the future. And this experience for Bo Nix, this experience for those young wide receivers, this experience for a lot of those young guys on defense is going to be tremendous. And they're not going to have to knock on the door next year. They've already taken care of that this year.
Okay, Chad. This season was what? I'm going around the room. What was this season? And then we can get into some particulars of the game because I do have some questions for everybody about how the Broncos went about things. But this season was what?
I got to go full Denny Green here. They are who I thought they would be, a borderline wild card team. They get in with the wild card, but they were not good enough to make a deep run, which we knew they weren't. Bo Nix is a rookie. Rookie quarterbacks don't win in the playoffs, particularly on the road. All this uphill climb they would have to get to be a deep run playoff team, that just wasn't going to be in the cards for this year. But this was a successful season. And at the very least, as I just said, when you have a chance to knock on the door in a year where you really didn't have a chance to go on a deep run, you made the most of the opportunity during the regular season. You're taking care of that playoff knocking on the door now. The future is incredibly bright.
All right, let's hear from Sean Payton a little. I know this is low rent how I do this, but
we love low rent.
Yeah,
it fits us, that's for sure. Here we go. A little bit of Sean Payton here.
To Buffalo, the things we felt we needed to do on the road to win, we didn't do nearly well enough. Time of possession was heavily tilted in their favor. We struggled consistently, whether it was third downs or running the football. And then, we never really had an answer to stop their running game. So when you play in a game like that, you're not rushing the passer nearly as much as you've been accustomed to, and so now it's run, play action. I thought we struggled on first down defense. Offensively, I thought we struggled on third down. Kicking game, I thought we lost that field position battle. So, look, it starts with me, and it's always a tough pill to swallow, especially when it's a postseason game. I'm proud of the fight, and there's a lot of disappointed guys in that locker room. At halftime, I was comfortable with where things were. You're on the road, and we played pretty good red zone defense, forced field goals. But the second half, we just didn't play well enough. Any questions?
Sean, just the fourth down touchdown, passing touchdown. Do you think that was a completion, or what is your take on that?
I saw what you saw. It went to New York, and so I saw the same feed on the big screen, so it's hard to tell.
What was your take on the Brandon Jones penalty, which kind of gave additional yards on that drive?
look, I'll look back on it all and evaluate the game. We talked about you have to have poise in these moments. It's a short game, it's one game. And so, we weren't good enough in all three phases, and we didn't coach well enough. And I say that, we felt pretty confident coming into this game relative to what we thought we could do, and yet we weren't able to do it.
Why were they so effective running the ball?
Look, we'll take a look at the film, but obviously, whether it was the fits inside or the support, that's a broad-based question because they ran a lot of different runs, and so I'm sure there's a lot of different reasons.
Coach, how do you feel Bonix performed in his first playoff game and really embraced the moment?
Yeah, look, he hung in there. He battled. There's some third downs. I'm sure he'll want back. Some plays he'll want back. It's pretty tough to play that position when the opponent's rushing the ball the way they are, and you're not having the consistency. We felt like, man, this happens a lot where you have a real good run game plan, and you don't get to near hardly any of it. Even that last series, when it's still a 2-score game, there's been a lot of times from my experience where, hey, you got to stick to the run, and we run it. Here we are, 3rd and 7, and we didn't execute well enough, and it's frustrating.
Sean, that fake punt pass to Mims really opens them up. Did you wish you might have gone for it after that next sequence when they could punt it from the 39 and push it back?
Yeah, the down and distance on the next sequence, though, analytically was not in favor of doing it. What that play did is basically put them on the half-yard line. And so there we go. And now we've got to be able to it flips the field. And but unfortunately we couldn't hold them down there.
Is the game, their run game back to their run game?
Yeah.
Did you think the tone of that game was going to be like that?
Oh, I felt like, look, one of the strengths of their team, it starts internally with the QB, with their runner, and those are some of their best players. And so, look, if you're playing us and you're trying to stay out of those third downs where they did a very effective job at that. And now, did I think they would run the ball that effectively? No. But it wasn't surprising because I think it's really, and it's a credit to Joe, Sean, and Aaron and those guys. They've done a really good job in the last year of focusing on their run game and then partnering it with the skill set that Josh has. So I was more surprised at the effectiveness of it.
Does the game like this, Coach, show kind of some of the ground you still need to cover to beat a team like this, or is it just an element of a vacuum today you just didn't play?
I think look. I think you're constantly evaluating where you're at, where we need to go. My mind's always thinking about what we still need, maybe what's missing, and I think all of that you take into account.
The touchdown that was after replay, needing the touchdown, did that deflate your guys moving forward after that?
I don't think it deflated our guys. It's a big play. It was 4th down, I believe, right? So, no, I think you're battling. It was still fairly early. It wasn't, took a minute. I don't know that there was a great angle. It was hard for me to see a great angle. I don't know what the TV copy looked like, but look, we got beat today, and it's always especially in the postseason. That's always a a bitter pill to swallow, and yet it'll go down, and then it's got to fuel you and light a fire in the direction we need to go. And look, one of the things we learned early on is we got to find a way to play these games at home. You know, that's another thing that's important.
Sean, just what went into the decision to have back-to-back Tyler today?
Just running style with what we felt like we were going to do running wise. Now you wouldn't know it because I don't know how many handoffs we even had in the game, but we felt like for this game that was something we wanted to do.
Sean, kind of about what fuels you. Looking back, knowing your salary cap situation, you kept talking about how young the team was. You got a rookie QB. That's tough after a loss, but can you look at the positives and get excited about building on all the positives that happened here in Denver?
Yeah, look, there's a time for that, but yeah. I'm not finished. You know, we get out of that cap problem. Now that cap we have available, everyone has available. So it's not like our dollar's stronger than everyone else's. So we have to have a good off season. I'm sorry.
We saw you and Gary talking after the game for quite some time. Obviously,
I've known him for a long time. Sean cut his teeth under the late Jim Johnson at the Eagles. Jim was a tremendous coach. Steve Spagnuolo, Ron Rivera, those guys all worked. And that was under Andy's staff, and I was at the Giants. So I can't tell you how many games, 4 years, 8 games, playoff games. And then down the road, I end up at some point with the Saints, and I think he's at the Eagles, then Carolina. And so I've known him for a long time. I think he's a tremendous coach. I would consider him a good friend, and he's done a good job with this team.
You said that whenever getting chunk yards like that, eating clock like that, does it change your offensive game plan?
Well, you're constantly as a play caller on offense, and vice versa. You have to pay attention to what's going on the other side of the ball, and so early in that game, as you're paying attention to it, you know, it's look, you're wanting to be aggressive, but as that game unfolded in the second half, then it begins to impact how you can call a game. So that's hard.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
It's always somewhat painful listening to Sean Payton, but you know,
I got a problem. I got a problem with what he's doing there. I don't like it.
Whoa, talk to us, Oren. What do you got?
I just hear this scapegoating of the defensive coordinator, so I started doing some quick math. The Broncos, while this game was within a score all the way up to 13-7, ran 28 plays for 171 yards. Many of those drives, with the exception of the doink, were ineffective at best. And to say, oh, it affected us offensively, how we were going to call the game because we saw how the game was going defensively, it could easily be said that your defense got tired because your offense was inept. I don't like that. And I'll say this to that point. I do not like the trend of Sean Payton showing up people that are on his own, whether it's arguing with players, yelling at a guy on the sideline. I don't like that.
Chad?
So that's that.
Sean Payton's doing a delicate dance there. And we saw he and VJ have a little exchange with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. That's been clipped on social media, so that's going around. So there's a certain part of Sean Payton that, yeah, I just don't like. I didn't like him getting after Russell Wilson on the sideline last year. So this upsetness that makes you have to take it out on other people, that's what children do. So there's that. That's an ugly part. I don't like that. But also Sean Payton in that clip there, trying to do the delicate dance of showing the players who just gave their entire heart to this game, showing them respect by not saying they're not good enough, because they're not. And so that's also a factor. Was Sean Payton perfect as a play caller? Hell no. Wasn't perfect all season, wasn't perfect today. But these players, as much as Bronco fans fall in love with their players, these current crop of Bronco players are not good enough. And if you want to make a deep playoff run, you're going to need better players, which will all that salary cap space will do this offseason. He talked about we're going to need a good offseason. And he's really talking about not just working together as a team. He's talking about we're going to need more good players. And when you got salary cap space, you can do that. So he squeezed about as much juice as you can out of this orange, this crop of players. But with better players, Sean Payton will be better. This Broncos team will be better.
Rachel?
Well, and that's just the truth. If you're in a playoff game, you're not doing a fake punt if you think you're 50-50 with the other team on the other side of the ball. Sean Payton knew that his players weren't as good to be able to compete with this Buffalo Bills team. That's why we saw the fake punt the way we did, as early as we did too. So, yeah, I mean, I'm with you. It is such a delicate balance because you did have a bunch of guys that just gave your heart out on the field, and you want to be delicate of that. But Sean Payton has also, said that he has to be better pretty much every single time he's gone up to the podium this year. That's been something constantly he said. But VJ's guys, while I do think that they got tired a little bit, I don't think it was an excellent game plan because they literally could not stop the run at all the entire game. So I just feel like we're playing this fine line of, again, this talented team is just not talented enough to be in the race to win a Super Bowl, but there is still some talent on this team that was able to get them to this spot. So fine line, I'm with Chad on that one.
Matt, your reaction to the presser?
Yeah, I think Sean was pretty real there. He did seem a little bit more emotional than normal, which I thought was interesting. Shows he does care. I think there was a reality check there, and to a lot of what Chad said. Right, we knew what to expect here in Buffalo. The difference was, in my opinion, in a lot of ways, the defense overachieved this year. They made a huge leap to the point where they were one of the better scoring defenses in the NFL. Nobody would have thought that would have happened at the beginning of the year. It was a largely unnamed group at the beginning of the year. If you lined everybody up, most NFL fans would have only been able to point out Patrick Surtain. So you had a lot of unprovens here, and I think Vance did a great job over the course of the year getting these guys to take a leap from what they were last year. So I think pointing fingers is kind of foolish because, as Oren pointed out, this was 13-7 into the second half. Mm-hmm. And eventually you just couldn't get off the mat. And that 7 you got in the first drive of the game, not your first drive, the first drive. You got the ball to start the game. And as Chad brought up, aggressive shot, it paid off. Franklin got deep and made a play. And so maybe he overachieved because the rest of the game, he wasn't very good. Like there was another drop, another really bad play, another one from Sutton. So yes, when the talent rises, you'll get a better performance. And the big part about this year is they found their quarterback. And I think Sean recognizes that, but also sometimes you get beat. Sometimes you have bad days. And today was a bad day for that rushing defense, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think there was a turning point sort of definitive moment. You got beat by a better team, period. Yeah. Now, that being said, will we have, I'll start with Chad on this. Are we going to have a new defensive coordinator next year?
VJ is certainly going to get opportunities to interview for head coaching openings. So I think that will be the deciding factor. I don't think VJ and Sean part ways. Again, Sean Payton's off the Bill Parcells tree. Bill Parcells, he yelled at Bill Belichick. He yelled at all his assistant coaches. He yelled at his players. So for Sean Payton to be that same personality, I don't see that as necessarily, friction behind the scenes where a coach is not trusted. I just think that's kind of the coaching tree and what is allowed within that coaching tree. And the same question we ask when teams fire a head coach, well, who are you going to get who's better? Mm-hmm. To Matt's point, what VJ has done with this unit, and again, was exposed a bit today from a personnel standpoint. Now, a little bit of play calling left something to be desired, but for the most part, it was a personnel issue out there today. Mm-hmm. The run game is not, we don't know how to be in an A gap and a B gap and a C gap. It's like you're not big enough, you're not strong enough, you're not physical enough to deal with that. That was a bigger issue as opposed to VJ didn't give his guys a chance because the X's and O's weren't right today.
What do you think, Warren? You think VJ is back next year?
I love you guys because you guys get to be the pros. I love listening to you guys break things down. I get to be short of fanatic. No, I relish this spot because I get to say the bombastic things that make no sense. I pray for all of those Bronco fans that are so down on VJ. Go ahead and fire your defensive coordinator. And I pray that, to Chad's point, you find but who's better. Robert Saleh, I've heard his name thrown around. I think personnel is what this comes down to. And so, yeah, you found out a lot about the Broncos defensively. From from a personnel standpoint, I really call it me being a fan of VJ. I don't like the take. So I don't think VJ will be back, but I hope that it's because he got a chance to move on and go do something as a head coach.
It would seem ridiculous for me. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, Rachel.
I was just gonna say, I don't think he's getting fired by anyone.
Right, I don't think so either.
Like that's just fan talk right there. Now, could he get the coaching opportunity? Yeah, but I think it has to be a perfect fit for him to leave, because if he goes and he fails again, well, then that's 2 failed attempts at being a head coach, and that third option is just like, oh my gosh, here we go again type thing. So I think it has to be the perfect fit for VJ to leave and take that head coaching opportunity. I don't think he's just going to go absolutely anywhere. Granted, I know money also speaks on that front, but I do think it's kind of got to be one of those perfect storms.
Well, there's also that mutual parting of the ways stuff. And that does sometimes happen. Joe DiCamillos, who was the special teams coordinator, just could not stand it here. And he just took I think he went to Jacksonville, same sort of Chad sideways sort of move. That world exists too. It's not just head coaching jobs that VJ may have a shot at. And if it's the mutual parting of the ways thing, but I would be stunned if he gets fired. I mean, I think that's borderline ridiculous.
Absolutely. Yeah. Again, who are you going to find who's better? And once you start stacking up this personnel versus the rest of the defensive personnel, particularly on the front seven, versus the rest of the playoff teams, then you'll begin to find holes. While, we love certain guys because we're Bronco fans, the reality is that unit was not good enough nor physical enough. It wasn't an X's and O's thing. They got knocked off the ball. What is VJ supposed to do? Put an extra 20 pounds of pads in someone's, uniform? He can't, it doesn't work like that. Right. So at some point, you're beginning to grasp at straws. And, Justin Strnad, while a great story, is not an every down inside linebacker to shut someone's run game down. That's not what he's really good at. And he got exposed in the pass coverage game over the last couple of weeks as well. And I'm not necessarily singling him out above anybody else. Just the first name that popped into mind there. When you look at the rest of the teams in the AFC, teams in the AFC West, teams in this playoff, the Broncos defense personnel doesn't stack up.
Matt, I felt like you were going to jump in there. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Matt.
I was going to say that who thought that when Alex Singleton went down that they were going to be okay at that spot? I thought that was going to be a huge problem, and they actually ended up being fine. It could have been better, but Cody Barton and Strnad did a fine enough job. But to Chad's point, whenever they went up against the best, you're not the best. You can maybe overachieve against maybe some of your similarly talented competition, but they are missing some significant playmakers on this team, and they did a great job this year. Everybody buying in to a point where it was surprising. Nobody had them pegged for the most part with this many wins. At least, nobody that didn't have a close friendship with Sean Payton. Sorry, Rachel, I got to take it off. Happy birthday either way. The point is that, they far surpassed most expectations this year. And so being there, that Buffalo team today, they have kind of even taken a step back, and they've been more loaded. So you hope that the Broncos are on the very beginning of that trajectory, right? Like, hopefully that's what the Broncos look like in 6-7 years down the line, when they have a well-oiled culture, when they have established players on that team, right? And Buffalo's had to strip some away because they're probably on the back end of their little run there with what they can do roster-wise with how much they're paying Josh Allen. So it's interesting. You're just at the infancy of that, and that is hopefully what you look like down the road.
The thing about the Bills is we preview the game, and when you learn more about the Bills, despite how great Josh Allen is, they are a run-first team. They are. James Cook has over 1,000 yards. Josh Allen had well over 500 yards. Like, they try to beat you first, Chad, running the ball. They do. And when they throw it, because the receivers are like, who the hell are these receivers? Really, seriously? Who are these guys? I mean, a bunch of whatever. Mac Hollins wore a Fred Flintstone outfit coming in barefoot with a water buffalo hat on. I mean, can you believe a guy named Mac Hollins, who's such a weirdo, like, is stepping over Pat Surtain? Like, that was another moment of like, okay, dude, all right, but there's a bunch of no names there, Chad, that they don't go there first. So I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. And did we see it with the Ravens and the Steelers, didn't we? If you just can't stop the run, teams will always try to beat you there first, and that is absolutely where the Broncos got thrashed today.
Absolutely. Football is a line of scrimmage game. While we all fall in love with the guys outside the numbers and they put up the splashy plays, it's won and lost inside the line, inside the tackle boxes. So for the Broncos, you've got to find a way to make this unit better. While your offensive line was a good pass blocking unit, clearly not a great run blocking unit. And so there's things to be shored up. This offseason is going to need to be good for them to take the next step. This team, again, I think Sean Payton maximized what this makeup of this team can do. They're going to need improved and better personnel to take the next step forward.
All right. Rachel, what did you think about the move benching Audric Estime for Tyler Bidet today?
Holy smokes. I was like, first of all, did not see that one coming. We talked to Audric Estime in the locker room on Wednesday, and he was like, this is, running the ball football type weather. And he's like, regardless of who's going to get a majority of the carries, we'll be ready. Well, when he says we'll be ready, I'm thinking him, Javonte, and Jaleel. I'm not thinking anybody else. And so when I saw that move today, I was like, what is Sean Payton cooking up? Right? Sean Payton's always got some mental game of like, all right, what can we throw to really throw people off? That was one I was not expecting at all today, and I think they missed him a little bit.
And Oren, that was pretty funny when Sean Payton goes, well, we thought we were going to do something, but fuck. I mean, we couldn't even run the ball. I mean, the plan was what, Oren? 2 carries for, but thank God we got those 2 carries for 8 yards in.
For Batty. I'll tell you this. That has been something I think that we've heard kind of a consistent drumbeat all season, is that the Broncos, I don't ever think, really made a consistent effort to run the ball in any one game or find one of those guys that they trusted enough to be that guy running the ball. It seems like they wanted it to be Javonte, and he just was never able to. And I always thought Audric was their best shot at it. He always seemed to be that, I'm not going to call him Terrell Davis, but that positive yards back. You know what I mean? Like, he goes forward. And that's, if I'm looking at a running back, I don't need all the shifty. I need a guy that understands that 2 yards forward is better than whatever going lateral. And it just seemed like Audric was that. And I don't know why the trust isn't there. And to Rachel's point, I mean, you guys have followed it closer than I, so I didn't see Batty. I didn't have that on my
Well, you're saying his name wrong. First of all, I swear to God, Oren, his last name's Bidet.
I know, but I'm going to call him. I'm good.
You want to
call him Batty because it's the internet. It's the internet, and no one's going to stop me.
Real quick, can we think Jaleel just messed up on the 4th down? Because he didn't even try to extend.
Chad?
Yeah, there was a poor effort there, but I think Franklin missed the block because Franklin certainly got Sean Payton's eye on the sideline. He was kind of stalking him as he was walking on the sideline. So there was some kind of structural part of the play that was not executed properly without getting a chance to look downfield and see maybe the all 22. I can't say who missed it, but it seemed to be Franklin, which, again, no surprise. He's a rookie who struggled to memorize and execute the playbook in a consistent fashion. And so it cropped up again in the most critical of situations. This is what happens when you have young guys.
Can I ask a question to the panel?
Of course.
Start wherever you guys want. Is the Broncos, considering what the running back position is in today's NFL, is the Broncos running back of the future or the present on this roster right now?
No. Maybe.
No. I think maybe. I think yes, personally.
Maybe. I give it a maybe.
You know that college analogy, if you got 2 quarterbacks, you don't got one?
Sure.
Right.
Yeah. I think sometimes there's just too many choices and you don't ever land on just saying, this is my guy and I'm going to go with him. And I think it's Audric Estime. There, I'm done.
Okay.
I think it's Jaleel McLaughlin with Cam Scatterbo.
I like Scatterbo.
Yeah.
Right?
We'll see. I don't know. The reason why they're playing so many is because they don't believe in one to do it all, right? They don't have one to do it all. And when I saw that move was made when Estime was inactive, it's clear that Sean has not loved something about his game all year, because at times he's been effective and they haven't really utilized him. And whenever they get into short yardage situations, he has been effective of late, I thought. But if you'll remember, Beatty Bidet had a really big game in Tampa, and throughout all of training camp, I thought he was like their most explosive back. I wanted to see more and more touches. So when I saw that today, I was like, well, he must be feeling great, and he's going to be heavily involved in the game plan. His first carry, he got 7 yards, and he bounced right through the hole, and then he never touched the ball again. So I don't know what happened there. It was just a total meltdown today.
Well, let me give you something, and I'll start here with Chad, and we can go around the room. It's a good question, though, Warren, for sure, about running backs. Dalton Kincaid, 3 catches, 47 yards. Dawson Knox, 2 catches, 38 yards. Pretty good. The Broncos tight ends today. Lucas Kroll and
who?
We shall salute.
They have those?
Our guy Cecil Lamb, he called it out. What an offseason Lucas Kroll had. I mean,
Best
he was
player
incredible.
on the team.
Best player on the team by a mile. 1 catch for 2 yards. Adam Troutman, 1 catch for 2 yards. We are screaming for Tyler Warren from Penn State, Chad, aren't we? I mean, we are so deficient in that area.
Even if you can't get Tyler Warren, I mean, to think you are going to operate in today's NFL without a tight end that's any threat to the defense is ridiculous. I mean, you're literally hamstringing yourself by your lack of proper personnel at that position. It's been an issue now for a couple of years. Hopefully this does not go the same route as the offensive line went, where we got to wait like 8 or 9 years before a decent group can be assembled, because the ability for you to utilize a tight end and then cross between the run game and the pass game and continue to play the chess game with the defense, which Sean Payton is typically so good at, forcing them between nickel and base, linebackers or safeties covering tight ends, taking advantage of those matchups, running the ball if you need to. I saw we just lost DMac there. That's something you have to have in today's NFL if you want to execute a properly run modern offense. So the lack of firepower at that position literally is a detriment week in and week out to this Broncos football team.
Tight ends, anybody?
I mean, Tyler Warren would be nice. I think you're going to have to move up to get him, and I don't know that they should really do that.
I don't know. Maybe.
I think so.
Maybe,
I don't think
maybe
he's going to
not.
be. I think he's going to be pretty close to a top 10 pick in this draft. I'd be pretty surprised if he fell much further. Maybe where did Bowers go? 15-ish?
13.
No.
Right
13?
after. Yeah. Great choice.
So it may be right in the middle there. I don't think he's going to be as dynamic of a receiving tight end as Bowers is going to be at this level, but the Broncos need a blocker too. So he I think is a better fit in that regard, and he can certainly road grade a little bit. I like that. And to Chad's point, hey, if it's not Tyler Warren, maybe you go take a flyer on Jalen Conyers out of Texas Tech. You know what I mean? Like one of those guys, or you go free agent tight end shopping. There's plenty. But at the same time, Nate Adkins is useful in what they want to try and do. But beyond that, there isn't anybody in that room that's irreplaceable by any stretch, and they're barely playable, quite frankly.
Just
Rachel, who do you want to
where
see
you're
here?
gonna go.
Just
In my mind, they're going running back and tight end. That's the 2 positions that they really need. So who are you going to pick at what pick? So it's like, okay, do you need a running back?
Is Genty? I don't think Genty will be around at the Broncos right now. I guess they're at 21 right now. I guess they'll stay there. I guess that'll be their spot. I'm looking at a mock right now, NFL mock draft database, and it's Pro Football Network, whatever. This was out yesterday, and they've got Tyler Warren 21 to the Broncos. Genty, they've got going 12 to the Cowboys.
Wow.
And then you kind of go from there, Rach.
Yeah. It's going to be a toss-up. This offseason is going to be so fun. I'm so excited to see what they kind of do and what they're going to, where Sean Payton going to really lock down a thing and say, no, we need to get better here, especially when it comes to free agency and all sorts of stuff. Trust me, I've been saying all season long, you need to figure out a tight end who's going to be a threat because it is a tight end league nowadays, but I'll be very curious to see if they go more of a running back.
Okay. I guess we can kind of wrap things up here, guys. You guys are so awesome. We got Oren. Good news, travel fast every night at 7:00. Matt is the banger of bangers when it comes to CU coverage. Oh, should we all give Matt a hard time about Prime leaving for the Raiders? Should we all sort of pile on that? Should we all here? Why don't we all sit back for the next 60 seconds and Matt can just tell us why that report is total bullshit?
No, the first one was accurate. The second one was also accurate, where it reported the Raiders don't have that interest. It's not reciprocated. He wants to continue coaching his sons more than anything else. That is his number one dream. And if it's going to happen, it's going to happen in this month. Otherwise, that's out the door. That'll never happen, probably. And I think he'll be back at CU. But he definitely was interested.
Wait! What was that throat clear? The throat clear right before.
It was not an intentional throat clear.
Okay, all right.
It was not. No, but he definitely had interest. He definitely did. His team
I think it's the most tired fucking storyline in sports. Prime wants to coach his sons.
I'm telling you, Oren, it's true. I
don't disagree with it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, but what does the NFL want? It's like,
well,
that's
they
great.
Don't
want to coach
him.
your sons. I don't think anybody looks at Coach Prime and they're like, that's the guy for, and I love him. I love him. He's the perfect college CEO. Full stop.
Chad, you want to chime in on this one?
It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. No. So I'm out.
All right.
Chad's like, Mike, drop.
All right. Okay. In general, and first of all, Rachel, everybody say happy birthday to Rachel.
Happy birthday, Rachel.
Thank you.
How great is that?
Another round of applause for Rachel.
All right. How about if we were going to get Rachel a birthday present for the Denver Broncos, what would we get, Oren? What would we get Rachel for the Broncos?
Tyler Warren.
Warren.
We would just shore that up. I think that they can find talent defensively, but you're not going to find what looks to be like one of those generational talents, maybe Brock Bowers like type guys. We'd get her Tyler Warren.
Matt?
I would throw the new uniforms in the trash and bring the traditional ones as the base.
Yeah,
Rachel,
that was a terrible fit today.
Horrible.
So horrible.
Happy birthday, Rachel. The throwbacks are now their base uniforms.
Oh, I would love that. That would be 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Those tang orange pants. You're not a fan?
That was the worst look. You say you
blue helmet, orange pants. That was so bad.
You look good, you play good. What if you just look like absolute
shit?
They achieved that.
Right.
Chad, what would you get, Rach?
Considering she's just tipping her cup up right now, I would go with something to make the memory of this playoff loss go away. So I'm not sure what Rachel
tequila.
Tequila, then she can have as much tequila as she wants on her birthday.
All right, you bring up an interesting topic. Everybody remembers 2011 Pittsburgh Tebow, that game. Nobody remembers the Patriots game the next week. Not really. You don't really remember Tom Brady punting on third down and Von Miller getting in a fight because of it. You don't really remember Lonnie Paxton tapping out of the game and David Binn joining the team as their long snapper on Friday, where Orlando Franklin played next to him and didn't realize there was a different human being next to him. You really don't remember.
DMac, you remember.
Well, it's my favorite story of all time. The David Binn story I fucking love. It's great. I'll never forget it. But nobody really remembers that game. And I remember being at the team facility the day after when they're doing that, hey, how's the season sort of presser. And there's Elway and John Fox. They had huge smiles on their face. They weren't disappointed by it. So I think this game will just sort of into the ether. I think people will sort of be like, hey, remember when Bo Nix led them to the playoffs? Yeah, that was amazing. I don't think they'll remember a whole heck of a lot of this game. And I don't know if there's a lot to be taken from it. Chad, do you agree with me on that? Or am I missing something? Big picture.
You called me texting. I'm sorry.
I'll leave it alone. Matt, what do you think?
I think people remember they got their asses kicked in Buffalo, but the overall,
man. I don't know.
Hold on. I'm about to get there. The overall takeaway is that the playoff drought ended this year and that they found their quarterback. So, I'll remember that CU had a great season, but also that they got shit kicked in the Alamo Bowl, just as I'll remember they found their quarterback and then they showed us in Buffalo that they're not ready for it yet. But the point is that they ended the playoff drought. Now you enter next season expecting to compete in the division. Kansas City played by, they lived on a wing and a prayer all year long in a lot of these one-score results. So you figure you're going to play a factor in the division. Can you win it? I don't know. Let's see what they do in the offseason. But you got $20 million more to throw around, and we'll see what else they do with, another draft class, of which they still have, most, if not all of their draft picks this year, I'm pretty sure, this offseason. So they got a lot of ammo to use to make this team better moving forward.
All right, Rachel, what would you get for yourself for your birthday?
Ooh, what would I get myself for my birthday? It's a great question.
What did you get for your birthday, by the way? Did you get anything cool?
We went up to the mountains and I celebrate with my friends. I always like a trip over a present. So we do a trip, and next year for Dirty 30, we're going to go to Cabo.
Nice.
Hey, guess what, guys? We won't be invited to that either, as we were not invited to the thing with Rachel.
I'm on
today.
the East Coast, so I can't feel left out. I'm on the East Coast.
That's why you're left out.
I can't.
Yeah. All right.
Otherwise, I don't know. But yeah, we did a big trip. We had a blast this weekend hanging out with everybody. I wish the football games had been better all the way around. Yesterday's games weren't too entertaining either, but overall, it was a good weekend.
And this one might not be either, by the way. I don't know if you paid attention. Green Bay got rocked on the opening kickoff and fumbled. Philly marched it right in, and then Jordan Love almost threw an interception at like their own 20. Green Bay might get run out of the building today.
Meanwhile, Chad is texting War and Peace to a good friend of his. I think he's transcribing it
from the times. It was the worst.
He's transcribing it from Russian to French. Chad is like, with us, not with us. It's time to probably.
He's here, baby.
Matt's wearing a tiara. Chad's thinking about what the fuck am I even doing here? So it's probably time for all of us to move on. So with that, Chad, do you have any final? I mean, did you get everything done? I mean, did Dostoevsky get it all done? Yeah.
What I was trying to send a photo, and so it took me 3 tries because I kept leaving it long enough where the text was disappearing. This is now my 3rd time trying to send the same text because you keep interrupting me, man.
This is also coming from...
let me not get in your way anymore.
Right.
Let me move on.
Chad, you're better than that.
We can make you available for all sorts of photo texting. And the 4th quarter, the Mavericks lead the Nuggets 91-79. That's going on too. So, Oren, hey, if you're up for it, I'll pop back on for a little 5 to go at the end of the.
I'm going to get in there right now. To be honest with you.
Mac,
yeah, Rach.
I'll be in locker room tomorrow.
Okay.
Clean out day. Tomorrow, cocktail hour. We'll drink tequila.
Let's do straight up tequila shots would be great. So yeah, we'll do a little Monday version of cocktail hour.
The adjective I'd use.
We have a lot of hockey. 5 to goes, man. We have a lot of hockey this week. And Chad, Chuckle at Payne at 5 o'clock. We'll be back at it to give everybody their thoughts about everything. So we'll knock it off. Love all you guys, okay? Love all the people. Hey, love everybody in the comments. Happy birthday, Rachel. We'll see you.
Happy birthday, Rachel.
Finish that fucking text, Chad. We'll see.